Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Got to make sure it works, damn it. Good morning. Let's do this. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Join the horde. Get on the stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, share, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show. Just download that Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. Check us out at rock1061.com. Good morning, Marshall.
Good morning. Let's do this today. We don't think the boss is coming in.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's got like a meeting that we've been told about, so we don't have our regular managers meeting directly after the show. So I say we honestly just go home right now.
Right now?
Yeah, let's just end the show. He won't even notice.
No, he probably is not going to notice at all. I don't think he notices whether we do this live or not, to be honest. So yeah, I think it's okay. We can just end it right now.
Yeah, let's go.
We're done. All right, guys. We'll see you later. No, so I rolled up to the radio station today, 4:45, pull up right by the door. As soon as I pull in, another car pulls in right next to me.
Okay.
I'm like, this is weird. I mean, it wasn't your car. It was nobody else's car that I recognized. It's 4:45. Who's rolling up to the radio station? I look over. It's just an old white-haired lady. She kind of looks at me. She rolls down her window, and she fires like a cannon the newspaper from her car, smacking against the building. Good news, Marshall.
What an arm. Did she have a nice arm?
This is what I'm getting at. Good news. I found the next quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
Whoa.
I don't know if she could take a hit. A little old. Rocket for an arm. Rocket for an arm. Why go young? You always go young with quarterbacks. Go older.
You ever hear of Justin Fields, bro? We got a quarterback now. Everything is going to be fine. No, I'm so happy. Did you make Sweet Sweet Love to her? Is that what you're getting to?
No.
Did you fall in love with an old lady this morning?
You know what? There may have been a connection.
Okay.
There may have been
obviously it was eye contact.
A look in each other's eyes.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
No, I'm so happy for
at
you,
4
man.
o'clock in the morning here at the radio station. Anything is possible.
Get weird. Yeah, I get it.
All right, thank you guys for hanging out this morning. Chicks on Dudes at 9 o'clock. Mac is going to be in studio. The return of the Mount Rushmore. Going to kick off the 8 o'clock hour with this. Used to do this back in the day with the work release program. So going to have our Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants coming up. Going to take your calls, comments, and texts today. You can hit us up now, nice and early. What is the scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal?
I've had one or two.
I've got two. Both of them are really stupid, but scared the crap out of me nonetheless. So stupid. I was not in danger in either way, but still scared me. Speaking of fast food, we got this Burger King story. An entire staff quit.
Right.
And they posted about it on the sign.
And their corporate overlords overruled them.
Also, for About Last Night, we've got to talk Conor McGregor again. We've got an update about Mayweather continuing to troll McGregor, and Khabib not a fan of Conor at all.
I don't think he ever was.
No, but he really lets his feelings known. And we'll kick off the story with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay sports teams need to stop handling championship trophies.
They just need to stop winning championships or going to them. I'm kind of over it.
We'll kick off that story next with About Last Night for Cotter and Marshall. This is the latest from Five Finger Death Punch. Darkness settles in. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Morning, gang. Morning, Charles, Wanda, and Heather. Thanks for chiming in early this morning. Heather, tell us about your Bobcat encounter. Go into some more detail for us. We'll get to all those stories coming up at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yes, we will.
I know Charles had some encounters with some beavers, which is not what I'm trying to intend. But honest to goodness beavers. I got to kill this light is murdering. Sure, let's just go with that. All right, guys, good morning. Thanks for joining us early, very early this morning. Obviously, always kicking off the show with About Last Night, kind of review three of the weirdest, biggest, most randomest stories we find on the intronets. After that, we'll be talking about Savannah getting a new music venue. That's right, we have another.
We've been saying it for a while now. 2021, best year for shows in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in over a decade. Stand by that statement. Stand by
it. Heather, thank you for that story. I'm going to start a little Word doc here. What did you wind up doing last night?
Got my tattoo finished up. After that, went home and just got some work done. Meaning to F with the website for a while now. Got the new website, so I just kind of had to fudge my way through it to figure out what I was doing, but I think I did that. So put our picture up of the Horde up on the website. It's like the main flipper graphic when you go to the website, telling you how to join the Horde.
All right.
Links to all of our stuff. So yeah.
Heather wants to know where you go for your ink, and let's see it, man. I mean, what was done to it? I've seen obviously what you had done previously. What was
colored it in. I mean, there's not a whole lot of color to it, but colored it in. Lately, I've been going to Kelly Borders. She's the owner of Honor and Grace Tattoo, Montgomery Crossroads. She used to work at the Butcher downtown, but she opened her own shop right before the pandemic. Good planning. But no, she does very well. Let's see if I can get this here. See that at all? I don't know.
Did she just fill in the hats?
She filled in the hats. She added a little bit of color here. You can't really see it, but like it colored the faces, colored the mustache. It was all just black. There's some red, some grays, and some yellows in it now. Scarf's all white. So,
oh, okay, gotcha. I see that.
Yeah. So it's from an artist who, if you've ever been down to City Markets, A.T. Huns. It's the tall hat guy. He unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, and I've just always liked his stuff. So I had Kelly put that on.
How did that feel?
It wasn't horrible. I've got my other leg done, so I kind of knew what to expect. Not the worst, but definitely not the easiest tattoo I've gotten. By far, the chest, still the worst. I just felt like my nipples were being ripped off my body. It was unpleasant.
Yeah, it sounds unpleasant. Jesus. All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds. We'll jump on with our first story of the day.
Tampa Bay knows how to throw a party when their sports teams win a championship. We got that story coming up. Don't forget, get on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So thank you guys for hanging out. Here's story number one about last night. Tampa Bay, their sports teams, seriously, just need to stop handling championship trophies. First, it was Tom Brady chucking the Vince Lombardi trophy from boat to boat. Now it's the Tampa Bay Lightning denting the hell out of the Stanley Cup.
Well, I mean, that's kind of common in the practice of handling of the Stanley Cup because all hockey players are generally in the midst of a drunken, just like a drunken all-nighter. I just feel like hockey players, for the most part, are alcoholics, but just somehow professionally play hockey.
I just don't think I've ever seen it dented this bad. Now, I've never had any dreams of playing hockey. I can't skate to save my life, but I would love to be on a team that won the Stanley Cup. I think it's the most iconic trophy in sports.
It's the best trophy in sports.
It's the best trophy in sports, and you get to go do stuff with it. You could drink out of it. You know, players get to take it to parties and bars and just get crazy.
Yeah, so like after the parade, the NHL gives each player of the team 1 day.
That's
you get
awesome.
1 day to take the Stanley Cup out and do whatever you want with it. I think that's pretty awesome.
That's a great tradition. Now, the Tampa Bay Lightning became back-to-back Stanley Cup winners this week. They beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. Now, however, winger Pat Maroon is now actually back-to-back Stanley Cup champion because he won last year with the Lightning, and then he played for the Blues in 2019 when they won. And keeping with the COVID tradition, Tampa Bay celebrated with a boat parade. And Pat Maroon, I mean, I think this dude was by far the life of the party.
He looks like the type of guy that I'd have some sort of magnetism to at the bar. I want to go hang with that guy. That guy would just automatically seem like my bro.
His mom chugged beers out of the Stanley Cup.
She did.
He chugged beers, and he also just gave amazing interviews while on the parade.
In a row, Pat Maroon has done that. I mean, what are you, some kind of superhero?
I don't know. I'm surrounded by good teammates and friends. It's amazing. I don't even know what to say.
What happens when you don't win one? Is that going to feel weird for you?
I can't remember. I won't remember.
He's not going to remember that parade. He sounded like Wes Scantlin during our interview on the third.
Yeah, he was big time ripped right there. But good for him for not even dropping any F-bombs or anything while being so inebriated.
Now the cup is on its way to Montreal. Sorry, Canadians. It's not going to you. It's just getting there to be repaired. Now, because of the Tom Brady incident, now nobody dropped the trophy when they threw it, but he did throw it boat to boat. So the Tampa Bay Police Department had their dive team on site ready to go if somebody dropped the Stanley Cup into the bay.
Yeah, they were like pacing themselves alongside wherever the cup was at any point. The mayor had to make sure that if it was dropped in the water, that they were able to dive right in to see where it went to grab it. I guess it would have been a great test to see if the Stanley Cup floats.
That's true.
I'm guessing it doesn't.
After this, with Tampa winning 2 in a row and having 2 boat parades, I don't know, maybe next year the Stanley Cup floats just to be safe.
Just put some like little weighties on it. Probably be a good thing, man.
It's a big Stanley Cup inner tube. All right, coming up next, story number 2 about last night. Floyd Mayweather, Khabib, neither of them like Conor McGregor. We got the stories coming up. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, I'm going to adjust my camera, and then I'm going to share the show around.
Night. Ugh. Keep forgetting, since we didn't do the show Monday, it's weird. Today should be Tuesday, but it's Wednesday, and it continually throws me off. Was thinking, great, I don't have anything going on tonight because it's, like Tuesday. But no, I got bingo tonight.
Days are tough, man.
I know. Bingo this evening at New Realm.
What time's that start?
7 o'clock, 7 to 9. If you're downtown, I'll play some bingo. Food at New Realm is really good. I wish they would have more of their weird, funky beers. So far, it's just kind of been their core stuff,
Right.
minus one or two. Hopefully,
They have some of their one-offs in cans downstairs in the bar area.
Okay.
Heather, Wanda, thank you for sharing your stories about your scariest animal encounters early this morning. We'll make sure to get to those. I'm going to share the show
Sure.
from here.
Morning, TA. Yeah, Connor is definitely a character, man. He has definitely found his niche in the world of UFC and just the world in general. But Khabib, not a fan. Basically saying the sport should kind of give up on McGregor. We'll get to that story along with Floyd Mayweather just continuing to troll McGregor. Also coming up on the show, a couple of you already throwing in your stories. Scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal. I've got two. I shouldn't say neither of them my life was in danger. One, kind of, I'll get to, but both of them are just stupid. I shouldn't have been as scared as I was either time. I'm going to talk about, this kind of hits home for me right now, especially with both my kids being out of the house in a month. Things you still help your kids pay for even when they're adults. I mean, both of mine are approaching adulthood, not quite there yet, but still just hits home. Mount Rushmore is back. Going to put together a Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. We've got Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout. And, of course, Mac's going to join us at the top of the 9 o'clock hour for Chicks on Dudes. If you ever have a question for Mac, just hit us up, KM Show at rock1061.com. Up after the commercials, we got Disturbed, Stupefy. Stick around for that. Ran into Chris Hummer at Honor and Grace yesterday.
She getting some work done?
Her daughter was there getting some stuff done, so she was there when I walked in. Good to see Chris. She stopped by for beer for breakfast a few weeks back, works for WSAV, producer of The Bridge. You'll see her on air several times. Actually interviewed Wes and Richard Patrick prior to our show. I'll promote that for us. Did a piece at the show about live music being back. It is. You're welcome. New music venue coming to town, Plant Riverside. I still haven't been down there to see Plant Riverside actually in person yet. I'll make it eventually.
I was down there hosting the 4th of July boat parade. That was the last time I was down.
Oh, did you do it from Plant Riverside?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I did it from MLK Park, which is that little park once you head down MLK, if you go straight to the water.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little park right there. That's
Okay.
MLK Park. It's what they call MLK Park. So
Cool.
that's better. All right. I'll share it around. I adjusted my camera so I'm not looking directly into it, so it doesn't look like I'm on fire. That helps. All right. I'm ready to start the show. Let's start the show now.
Okay, we start now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So last night I sat down and watched Black Widow. I didn't want to pay $30, so I just stole it.
Sure.
And it wasn't the cleanest. It was like 480p. It wasn't the solid 1080. But it was obviously a clean copy because Disney released it via Disney Plus. But the movie's fun, man. It's a fun film. It definitely is like probably a mid-tier kind of MCU film.
Sure,
it's
I get that.
definitely. I don't think it's one of the better ones for sure, but yeah, it's well worth your time. And then obviously today was the release of the last episode of Loki from the new Loki series, this episode 6, and they announced it for a season 2 already.
Oh, cool.
So that was I think they kind of knew it was going that way, so they went ahead and just got that announcement out of the way. It was one of their biggest streaming series. I think it was actually the biggest streaming series from the MCU TV era. So if you're catching up with it, or at least watching it, episode by episode, like a lot of us are, make sure to check out Loki today, because they've already announced season 2, and I'm sure people are going to be spoiling the crap out of it on social media, so watch it as soon as you can.
Yeah, I've watched the first 2 episodes. And I by the second one, I fell asleep during the second episode, like I did the first. It's a trend. All right, got about 3 minutes. Get back to it. Story number 2 about last night. Black Widow in tight pants, worth the money.
Well, there's a lot of Black Widows in Black Widow, so it's a cool story. It suffers from like the typical like Marvel Cinematic Universe thing where they don't put any time into their villains at all. So, the person that plays the villain, which is Ray Winstone, which is a famous actor. He's always great, but he's in the film for a total of 5 minutes. The other antagonist who is in the film for like a total of 10 minutes. We don't get a ton of screen time with them. They chase our heroes. Our heroes get hurt. They come through at the end. It's kind of crazy.
How's I can't think of the guy's name from Stranger Things.
Oh, David Harbour.
Yeah.
He's great in the film.
Yeah,
he's great. Yeah, he plays. He's really just kind of a lovable loser, kind of superhero type of dude who's called the Red Guardian. He's fun. He's really fun. And if they did something with him, like a one-off, like 1 hour special or a Disney Plus TV series, I think that would be kind of cool. He's got definitely some more story that they could get into, and he's fun in the film for sure.
Nice.
But I would say the movie's definitely more about the family aspect of Black Widow than it is really against the villains, because the family gets the most of the time.
Now, being a prequel, does it fit into the MCU nicely, or does it really just kind of feel like a standalone?
No, it's. I mean, they connect it all.
Do they?
Because that's what the Marvel people do. They connect everything they do. But no, I mean, it's a film. It's what happened to Black Widow in between Captain America: Civil War and and the next film, which I think was Avengers or whatever. Avengers 3. But yeah, Black Widow's worth your time.
All right, got about 35 seconds.
Morning, Gibby.
What up, Gibby? All right, guys, be right back.
Commercial show, Rock 1061.
Story number 2 about last night. You know the saying, don't kick a man while he's down. Floyd Mayweather does not believe in this saying. Talked about it yesterday. Mayweather thanked Dustin Poirier after beating McGregor, allowing him to win $35,000 for placing a bet against Conor in the fight this past Saturday. Well, Mayweather took to Instagram earlier this week and continued to rub salt into Conor's wounds. He posted a picture, and it's a picture of McGregor just kind of sitting down in one of his pricey suits, but his leg, his ankle, his foot is completely turned sideways. And he posted along with it, y'all got it twisted. I like how his shoes fit. Now do that stanky leg. I mean, do these guys seriously hate each other, or is it just them talking ass?
I don't think they really care for each other. I mean, they boxed in one of the most boring 8-round boxing matches ever back a few years ago. I think he's more setting himself up to have him and Conor probably box again. The guys could probably do for the big payday. So I think that will eventually come along after Conor probably loses 1 or 2 more times in the UFC. I mean, Floyd Mayweather keeps himself in great shape.
Yeah.
And he's going to need a payday here in a few years. I mean, he just got paid big time by slapping around one of the Paul brothers for an embarrassing 20 minutes just a few weeks ago. So he'll need some cash here in the future. He'll eventually need Conor to lift him up spiritually and financially.
Do you think people buy a second fight between those two? Because really?
Yep. Yeah, Conor McGregor sells pay-per-views, man. And he'll sell every pay-per-view from here on out. He's just that big a personality. It doesn't even matter about his fighting skill anymore.
Now, who does he fight first outside of the UFC? I'm talking about McGregor. Does he have a rematch with Mayweather, or is it Logan or Jake? I don't remember which Paul brother has a thing with him.
Jake Paul has the thing with him. No, I would say it's probably Mayweather. He'll get the bigger payday with Mayweather.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of the way that'll go.
Another guy who has a history with Conor McGregor, not a fan of his, former UFC lightweight champion Khabib. Now, he retired, but he was doing an interview with ESPN here recently, and he commented on McGregor's loss to Dustin Poirier. And basically, he's saying the sport of MMA should stop supporting Conor McGregor.
Like fame and money show who you are. And like what he did, like he punched old guy, like you guys can watch everything what this guy did and you guys understand. Like Dustin said, these guys like big of, you know. I saw like a lot of tweets, they try to support him. Like, how you gonna support this guy? Okay, if you wanna promote your fight, or promote, but don't talk about father, I'm gonna kill you, or about wife. Like, you cannot talk about this. If community, like MMA community, gonna support like this bad people, this sport gonna go like on bad way.
No, we need the bad guys though. We need trolls. We need Conor McGregor.
I mean, he is everything, and I've said before, he is everything Vince McMahon would love his bad guys to be in the WWE. He gets it. He can promote. He makes you want to see him get punched in the face.
He really does. And think about the UFC if he didn't have Conor McGregor in it the past 10 years. Would it be even anywhere close as popular or relevant as it currently is without him? The answer is no. Straight up no.
No. I mean, I agree. I mean, he is definitely past his prime. He's going to talk his way into some more big money fights. He'll get big paydays. He'll probably get beat. But no, I mean, I think you give a lot of credit over UFC's popularity over the past 5-6 years to Conor McGregor. Without him, I mean, they would do okay. They would have still made a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
But they made a crap ton more because they had Conor McGregor.
Yeah, it's a big time help thing. So Conor McGregor needs to get well soon so we can watch him get beat in the ring again. But I mean, his promos leading the matches are the best thing he can do right now, and he's still top of his game there.
All right, coming up, story number 3 about last night. Things got so bad at a Burger King, the entire staff quit. Got the story after Corn. Here's Freak on a Leash. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Morning, guys. Morning, Jeff. Thanks for dropping in your story, buddy. Oof. All right, guys. 3 minutes. We're back. Be your last story of about last night. Get up and moving with you guys.
All right, got about 3 minutes. Get back into it. Where we at? There it is. There it is.
Oops, I don't have that. Yeah, so after this next story, there is a new music venue. It's actually right down by Plant Riverside. It's a Live Nation booked venue, so that means we should be getting some solid stuff coming through it, which I'm kind of excited for. I mean, if you've been down to Plant Riverside, you've seen them working on this this big building right next to Planet Riverside, just to the left of it. Had a Live Nation banner on it for the longest time. And now we know the name of it. We'll actually go over some of the shows that are coming in. A lot of country shows are coming in. A lot of like weird alty rock stuff is coming in as well. So, yeah, it's nice to have another music venue on top of Victory North. Now we have this one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have the new Civic Center. So we are set up for success when it comes to bring in live entertainment to Savannah. Now, Savannah hasn't exactly provided the support
That's a big problem.
for live shows unless it's like Chicago, which is coming in again for the second time in 3 years or 4 years downtown, or Kansas. I mean, essentially, if you're in a band from a city or a state, you're guaranteed to get lifetime work here in the city of Savannah. They'll always book you.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's classic rock, country acts, but still even then, I mean, Savannah is definitely a walk-up market. It's something, anytime you talk to somebody who works in promotion when it comes to shows, if you talk to people running sound, they know the story, man. You wait until the last minute to hopefully make your money back. So hopefully, with all of this new music, we get in the habit of supporting it, and we get to go, and we have venues for the next, forever, and we can just always get some concerts rolling through. All right, got under a minute.
Charles, we'll be on the lookout for your call here in a bit. Charles is going to call in with his
cool.
scary animal story.
Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that.
Sean, thank you for your story as well.
All right, guys, be right back.
Rock 1061.
One more story to go in about last night. Working conditions got so bad at a Burger King in Lincoln, Nebraska, that the entire staff quit.
And didn't you live in Lincoln, Nebraska?
I did.
You ever go to this Burger King?
I don't know which one. It's Lincoln. There can't be more than 2 Burger Kings, so there's a really good chance I've been here.
Okay.
I didn't know it was this bad, but granted, it was 15 years ago. So not only did the entire staff quit, but they went to the marquee to actually tell everybody about it. The big marquee in front of the store that basically said, "quote We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience."
Now, the employees justified by putting the sign up by saying they were overworked, understaffed, forced to work in a very hot kitchen without air conditioning, and corporate wouldn't repair their broken equipment.
Yes.
This all stemmed from their general manager, who put their 2 weeks in as well. So that was kind of a chain reaction. So all the employees were like, well, the general manager is quitting because of some of these conditions. We're going to quit as well. That's solidarity. I actually approve of that.
I was really impressed that they all, because it's like you have a job, even if you're not making a whole lot of money, it's, scared to go try to find a new one, just up and quit. Kind of impressive.
It was just like my last straw. I can't get anything fixed in the store. They had us working in the kitchen with the AC broke for weeks, and we were running, breakfast with 2 people, until 9 or most days until 11. I mean, like, we kind of talked about it jokingly the day before, and then the day of, it just, more stuff had happened. It kind of irritated the employees, so then it was like the day of, they were like, we have time, why not?
we got time. Let's quit.
It's just Burger King.
Now, Burger King has not commented. Upper management was not happy, obviously. They changed the marquee immediately, shifted employees around, so the location did remain open. Now, trying to think. We've all worked at a job, especially when we were younger, where I think we all kind of talked about how bad this job is. We should all just up and quit. To actually do it is still impressive to me.
Yeah, getting everyone on board to quit at the same time, it's an incredibly rare feat. Those people should just be proud of themselves for all agreeing at the same time because, America and stuff. But Good for them, man. I mean, I've quit jobs before, but I've never got anyone to come with me. It wasn't a half-baked situation like, who's coming with me, man? Like, it wasn't that at all. But good for these guys.
All right, we've been saying it for a while now. 2021, going to be the best year for live music in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in seriously over a decade. And we've got a brand new music venue opening up in Savannah. Details and some of the shows they've got coming up on the way. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging around with us once again. We'll get into that story. Then we'll obviously get into your scariest animal encounters. You guys have already been very excited to share your stories. So thank you, Heather, Wanda, Jeff, and Sean, for sharing yours. I know Charles said he was going to call in, so we'll grab his call whenever he has a chance. And then, obviously, if you guys are on the stream right now, want to share your crazy, scary animal encounter story, please share it in the chat today, and we'll definitely get to it during the top of the 7 o'clock hour. Also, we haven't done this in a while. Why don't we break out some Magic 8 Ball? If you have any questions for the Magic 8 Ball, feel free to drop them into the chat. Just use hashtag #AskTheEightBall, and we'll definitely get to your questions.
All right, I'm guessing this is Charles. Rock 1061, hello.
Hey, it's Charles. Y'all hear me okay?
I can hear you good, sir.
All right. Hey, so good morning, and I have been hunting and fishing my whole life, worked outside for years. I mean, I've had hundreds and hundreds of animal encounters, been bit by 4 dogs.
Damn.
Stepped on rattlesnakes. I mean, chased by wild hogs. You name it, I've come across it. But the one that made me about poop my pants was I was in Charleston. I was in my tiny John boat, and I was fly fishing for brim on the beds. And I got hung up on the log, and I eased up to the bank to get my fly unhooked. And on the other side of the log was about a 10-foot gator.
Oh, shoot.
And he saw me about the same time I saw him, and he jumped into the water to take off. And when he jumped, he hit my 12-foot little John boat.
Oh, no. I
mean, square in the side. And it rocked it to where it almost knocked me over into the water with him.
Oh.
And that's the one time that an animal really scared me.
Did you poop your pants a little bit?
I'm not gonna admit to that. but I did take a shower when I got home.
Probably much needed for sure.
That's awesome.
Much needed. But other than that, I mean, rattlesnakes, nothing really got to me except for that alligator, because he about came in the boat with me.
I get that.
He would have won.
Yeah.
That's damn sure.
I get that.
Well, Charles, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No problem. I got to get to a job. I got a very important job this morning. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, sounds good, man. See ya.
It's my house. It's my job.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. Thanks for calling in, Charles. Yeah, he's actually putting up some stuff in my house for me. So, and Wanda goes, "It was just mud in Charles's pants." It's true, 100% true. So I'm possibly going to be getting into an animal encounter myself. I'm going out to Defusky on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a good chance I'm going to get attacked by something. Probably the golf cart when I absolutely throw it on its side because I've been watching too much Jackass. Speaking of, wasn't the Jackass trailer, didn't it come out yesterday?
Oh, right. I forgot. I don't know. I hadn't looked.
I think they didn't do it at noon because Johnny Knoxville was on with like Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Oh, okay, so they saved it.
Yeah.
All right, get that loaded. You'll be ready to go. All right. All right, brand new Evanescence coming up here in about 30, 40 seconds. After that, we'll talk about this new venue in town. Yeah, man, I'm trying to think back. Even when I got here, I can't. There's never been a time in 12 years that we've had this much live music at once. I mean, yes, there was the Shoreline Ballroom. Yes, they brought in shows on a semi-regular basis. Monkey Business before me, but I don't even think they were doing things like this. I mean, Victory North has something every month, multiple times a month. And now this new place, 16 shows already booked between August and New Year's Eve. Yeah, I'm blown away by the amount of live music we're going to get.
Sean goes, oh, hell, Charles, my shorts would have been filled to the brim. Yeah, the amount of shows we're going to be getting is crazy, and it's really cool to see another venue open, like an honest to goodness venue, not like Stage on Bay, which was just an absolute shit show from the beginning. This is cool. This is a legit, real money, real partners, real big names type of deal.
And for the most part, I mean, depending on the act, but for the most part, tickets are really good price. I mean, even over at Victory North, I mean, I want to say there's some of the shows that we're affiliated with where you can get tickets like $25. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, there's 2 shows that they have lined up that are $50 or more. Everything else is right in the middle there, kind of like 25.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see Amos Lee, who's at 55, but I don't know if I can pay $55 to see him. That might be a little tough.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
him. We played him, our station, The Island, now is a oldie station, but used to be a AAA station, just kind of a singer-songwriter kind of thing. We played him there quite a bit. All right, guys, got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see what the venue's going to look like. I'm sure they put in, some big dollars to make that thing look amazing and sound amazing. So I'm actually looking forward to getting in there for the first time.
I mean, it's on the smaller side, so I doubt, they're not going to be able to bring in huge acts. But you still bring in people with the name and still got it all coming in. And being downtown like that is perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, they should get some nice walk-ups with tourists and everything. So they should do okay.
I remember Livewire always had a decent amount and variety of shows at one point.
Forget about Livewire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't Livewire where the warehouse was? Is that what you told me once? Before I got here.
It was down farther, but it was on River Street. The warehouse has been there forever.
So where was it kind of at?
More toward Saddlebags on that side.
Oh, so it was closer to where Plant Riverside is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's now, so what was Livewire, I think, is now 2 bars.
Oh, okay.
Because Livewire had like the stage side, and then they had another bar on the other side. I think they've sold them separately. Yeah, Livewire was cool, because, I mean, the stage was seriously like 6 inches off the ground, and you were right there in everybody's face as they played.
Right.
Hailstorm, man. They did a Christmas party for us there. It was awesome. Morning, Andrew.
I was right near the stone stairs of death. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. It was good. It was and the sound in there was amazing. All right, guys, be right back. "2021 is going to be the best year for live music in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in over a decade. Don't forget to hop on the stream this morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join the horde, watch the show, like, share, subscribe while you're there. Now, Victory North, they're killing it this year. So many shows lined up between now and just November. And with the 2021 being the best year for live music, stand by that. Got a brand new venue that is set to open up August 24th, and they've already booked 16 shows District Live is opening up down. Basically, it's part of the Plant Riverside compound, district, whatever you want to call it.
Right. So if you take MLK all the way to the water, Plant Riverside is obviously to your right. To your left is that mysterious building that they've been working on. It feels like forever. It had a Live Nation sign on it for a while. If you've been down there and saw that, that's the building I'm talking about. So that is the new District Live building. I think it's got actually parking in there as well. So you can actually go and park and go watch a show. Now they have a new venue. 500 people capacity, which is actually perfect.
Yeah.
It'll bring in some of the newer acts and maybe even bring in some maybe bigger names that want to do like some small scale stuff that we could really like acoustic stuff. It could be really, really cool.
Now they have 16 shows booked so far. Like I said, the first one is August 24th. General admission tickets to all the shows go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. And you can get those at Ticketmaster.com. Now working with Live Nation, they're going to be able to book bands that normally probably wouldn't roll through town. And a lot of it is, there's some country, there's some singer-songwritery stuff in this. But if you're a fan of live music, this is just awesome because looking at what Victory North is doing, we kind of joked in the beginning about, 2021 being the best year for live music. I can't think of a time where we've had this many bands rolling through this area at one time.
Yeah, this is a great lineup. Now, like we said, there's nothing really that we play here on the radio station of Rock 106.1, which I'm guarantee there's going to be at some point. But, I mean, they have tons of country shows. Now, I look at the full lineup, like the biggest name I see on here, especially from the countryside, is Maddie and Tay. Now, they've been to the area before. They played at Fort Stewart, but I mean, they've had some massive hits, especially recently, and they're coming to play. $35. I mean, most of these shows are right around the $20 range. There's only one that's like $50. Amos Lee. Is that how you say Amos Lee?
Amos Lee,
yeah, sure. So there's 16 shows, and once again, all these shows go on sale this coming Friday.
Yeah, Pacifier, which has a big following, they're going to be here in October. White Reaper is actually a newer pop punky kind of band. They're going to be here in October. So yeah, this is amazing. So Savannah, we know we like to wait until the last minute. We know we like to get our tickets the day of, stroll up, and walk right into the show. For this to work, we have to get out and support these shows. Yeah. So whether it's here, whether it's Victory North, you got to buy tickets ahead of time.
Yeah, and there's tons of shows coming to the area. There's a little something for at least everyone. So, go out, check out this lineup of shows. You can do so either at livenation.com or the Plant Riverside website, but go buy yourself some tickets. Go see a show. I just want to get into this venue. I want to see what it looks like. I mean, there's some big dollar like Live Nation, Plant Riverside. These people have money.
Yeah.
I want to see what they did with an incredible 500-seat venue.
All right, coming up after 7 o'clock, taking your calls, comments, and text. What is the scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal? We got a great call from Big Bald and Sexy already ready to go. So hit us up, 800-394-1061. Call, comment, and text. What is the scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal? Your stories coming up after 7 o'clock. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Once again, Heather, Wanda, Jeff, Sean, Thomas, thank you for sharing your stories. Morning, Gavin. How are you, buddy? I'm going to jump out. I'm going to grab a drink real quick.
Okay. All right. Yep, looking for your calls. You got something, hit us up. Hit us up with a comment. You can text us. Call and text is the same number, 800-394-1061. Thank you for hanging out this morning. Gavin, Braden, morning. Andrew, I couldn't agree more, man. That's going to be the biggest thing is just people supporting it. I think the District Live has got a really good thing going, being on River Street like that. And being only a 500-seat venue, you only have to sell 500 tickets to sell out. I think they're going to do real well with some tourist money coming in. So I think they're going to be all right. Victory North, I mean, not far from downtown. I mean, it's Savannah. Everything's close. But I think District Live's got a really nice opportunity to do well. And Victory North's been killing it, man. Their lineup is just stupid. I mean, POD, Pop Evil, Adelita's Way's coming back. Fozzy in October. I know I'm missing some more, but it's going to be a great run for the rest of the year of just some killer live shows. So, yeah, I hope Savannah gets out and supports so we can keep up with this. Yeah, guys. Our concert went well. I was very happy with it. Whaleboat and Lilac kicked it off. Two great local bands, and then Sponge, Filter, and Puddle of Mud. It was great. I had a great time. Everybody we talked to seemed like they had a great time. So hopefully we'll get to do something again. The first show at Victory North is coming up July 23rd. Adelita's Way is coming back. They played back in March. Was it March?
Yeah, it was months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a low capacity show. So this will be a full capacity show. And then that's like on a Friday, Saturday night or whatever. And then the following Monday, you get Living Color and Hoobastank. I mean, that's just insane to me. If you haven't seen Living Color live, they're amazing. I'll be out of town that weekend, or I would definitely have been there. But that should be a great show.
Yeah, Victory North is a really cool venue. I think if you guys haven't been there yet, definitely check out their website, victorynorthsavannah.com. I mean, they just have a huge lineup of shows, especially a ton of stuff that we're playing and jamming to between Adelita's Way, Living Color, and Hoobastank, like Cotter just mentioned. There's Afro Man on August 11th.
Yeah.
Why not? Also, Pop Evil, Tommy Vexed, formerly of Bad Wolves, is coming. POD, Candlebox, Fozzy, Amigo the Devil. I mean, those are all bands that, we touch upon, if not play quite a bit. So, I mean, there's tons of opportunities to go check out a show. And most of the tickets are really reasonably priced.
Yes.
I mean, they're always somewhere in the $20 range when it comes to all these shows. So it's well worth your time to get out and support at least one of these shows. Yeah, Andrew, Whaleboat was actually really, really cool. I like those guys a lot. They have kind of a Black Keys type of vibe to them, just with like the 3-piece, just kind of jamming type of situation.
Yeah, right now, for Pop Evil, you can get general admission tickets before fees for $22.
Pretty awesome, man.
Under 30 with fees. It's stupid. I mean, that's crazy. And they got 0936, which is brand new band that we're playing. They got Broken Love playing as well. So three bands for under $30. It's all right.
And we have a ton of shows that we have coming up that we have tickets to. Like most of those shows we mentioned, we'll have tickets for giveaway here on the radio station. But we also have some larger scale shows. The Hella Mega Tour, Welcome to Rockville. Working on getting some Shaky Knees tickets as well. So there's definitely some festivals and some larger scale shows that are coming that we'll have tickets to as well. But pretty cool stuff, man. I mean, I'm excited to see some of these shows. I am not excited to see a lot of the larger scale shows or like shows in bigger markets take advantage of the fact that there wasn't shows for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So they're jacking up ticket prices, thinking we're just going to be okay with that for now on. So yeah, there's some bands I can't go to because I just think the ticket prices are too ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Like here locally, we have Foreigner coming in, which I don't think there's maybe one original member left in the band.
Right.
I don't think there actually is. But anyway, they're charging like $100 to see a cover band at this point. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. And I love Foreigner.
I was gonna say, you're a huge Foreigner fan.
I love Foreigner, but I'm not going to pay $100 to go see Foreigner in Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I get it. We support bands in Savannah, like the older classic rock stuff really well. Chicago, Kansas, Boston. Like I said, if you're a band that has a state or a city name, you absolutely slay in Savannah. We get it. That's why you keep coming every other year. But Foreigner, dude, I cannot give you $100 of my money.
I get that.
I've seen Foreigner in Vegas half a dozen times, and I don't think I paid more than $30 when I did pay.
Yeah, I did look into, and I'm still considering it, was ZZ Top coming in. They're $75. It's like, I think the cheapest. I'm thinking about it because I really like ZZ Top.
Seen them live, man. I wasn't impressed.
I did too, but
no offense to ZZ Top.
No,
I'm sure they're great.
I saw them live over 2 decades ago, so it's been a minute since I've seen them. But they're good then.
How about this? I'll buy a pair of ZZ Top tickets if Billy Gibbons comes in and does beer for breakfast with us.
Oh,
Yeah, if you
I'll make a call.
Yeah, make a call. If Billy Gibbons promises to come in, I will buy a pair of tickets.
Okay, let's see what we can do. He just released a new song, so there is a label contact.
For ZZ Top or
No,
Billy?
it's Billy.
Oh, okay. ZZ Top is at Wild Adventures too, yeah. They're in Savannah though, man. Much closer. Without the 8-hour round trip drive.
Yeah. Yep. There. Oh, it's even a record label that I have a good relationship with. All right. When are they playing? I guess that's the question. If they're playing like on a Sunday, it ain't gonna happen. They're on a Wednesday.
Have them come in and do Chicks on Dudes. We'll kick Mac out.
There you go. Something tells me, and I mean, I don't think it's done disrespectfully. Something tells me Billy Gibson's is in a point in his career where he doesn't do many radio interviews.
Probably not.
He's like, I don't need to. No offense, guys. But it would be awesome. I'll reach out. Screw it. Can't hurt.
All right, guys, here in just a little bit, I'm sure Cotter mentioned it while I jumped out, but we're doing our call-in segment. If you have any stories that you'd like to share with us in regards to your scariest animal encounters, feel free to do so. I already got a ton of stories from you guys via the chat, so thank you for everyone who chimed in there, but I know we got some new people on the chat right now. Once again, if you haven't shared your scariest animal encounter with us yet, feel free to do so, and then we'll share ours with you here in just a little bit.
I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Just logging into our text so we can so I can check that out and make sure I have everything I need there. Oh, that's not the password. Yeah, I think I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to watch Loki. I haven't they put out the last episode today, so I'm going to be watching that tonight. Watched Black Widow last night. Pretty good. Not my favorite MCU film, but fun and obviously just excited to see new Marvel content come out outside of the TV show stuff. But yeah, tons of great shows coming up. I mean, I'm really excited about Shaky Knees. I don't know if you guys have seen the lineup for this year for the Shaky Knees Festival. It's a annual festival that happens in Atlanta. But this year's lineup is pretty awesome. First and foremost, the band I want to see the most, Run the Jewels. But Royal Blood is also playing the same exact day. So the headliners for this year's Shaky Knees Festival at Central Park in Atlanta, October 22nd through 24th. You got Stevie Nicks on Friday night, Run the Jewels on Saturday night, and The Strokes on Sunday. So other bands that are just incredible. Speaking of White Reaper, who's coming to play in Savannah, they're going to be playing this festival as well. Black Pistol Fire is also going to be playing. Alice Cooper will also be playing. Portugal the Man, Royal Blood, like I said, The Hives, Living Color, who's coming to Savannah. Mammoth WVH is going to be a part of Saturday as well. OAR, Modest Mouse, Phoebe Bridges, kind of more like an alternative rock type of vibe. But man, Run the Jewels and Royal Blood being a part of Shaky Knees, which is a 3-day festival in Atlanta in October, late October. So excited for. Really can't wait to check that out. I'm definitely grabbing tickets at least to Saturday to see Run the Jewels and Royal Blood. Those two bands I'm in love with right now. Definitely want to check that out. Oh my gosh, Andrew, thank you for that story. Oof. Turkey at 100 miles an hour on the highway. Oh my God. That's incredible. Sorry to be laughing. Andrew, what kind of bird was that? Was it a vulture? Did it think you were dead? These stories are great, guys. Please feel free to keep dropping them in. Once again, we're asking you guys, what are your scariest animal encounters? Please drop them into the chat and share them with us. And we'll share them back live on the air here in just a little bit. We're back on the air here in 1 minute. Hopefully Cotter's back by then. I don't hear him. Let's find out. There he is. You have 40 seconds. So you'll start off.
Yep.
I'll have some stream stories, and then do you have anything on Facebook?
I just got one.
Okay.
It's a little girthy, but it's good. We can save that. If we
Yeah,
want
why don't
since
you
it's
keep that
big.
for the second break? So I'll just do yours, and I'll do some stream
Okay.
stories.
All right, guys, be right back. So I got way too scared by an animal that should not have scared me at all. And I still regret my reaction. Got that story coming up in just a second. Don't forget, hop on the stream, join the Horde each and every morning. Live stream the show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow along with us. You can also listen to the show. Just download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker or check us out at rock1061.com. Today we are taking your calls, comments, and text. What is the scariest animal encounter you have ever had? 800-394-1061. Now my life was not in danger in any way. I was not at risk. I was not going to be hurt. I was not going to be mauled. I was staying at my parents' house. I wasn't living there at the time because I was sleeping on the couch in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just sitting there sleeping. And then all of a sudden, something wakes me up. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And it's this furry little thing like rubbing up against the side of my face. And I'm like, oh, start petting it, so it's cute. Then as I'm petting this furry little creature, I realize my parents don't have a pet. And at that point in time, I let out the loudest, girliest scream you would ever hear
Yes.
from a man. And I jumped off the couch. For some reason, a cat got into my parents' house and decided to snuggle with me.
She wanted some love.
And I was just not prepared for the fact that a cat was going to cuddle with me at night, especially the fact that my parents didn't have a damn cat, and it freaked me completely out.
Did you throw it off of you, or by the time that you screamed, it ran away?
I screamed, I jumped, a cat went flying, I opened the front door, I kind of scurried it out, my heart was racing, and afterwards, I felt so stupid because I was so scared of just a tiny, cute little cat that snuck into my parents' house.
Was it like an adult cat, or was it like a kitten still?
It was not a kitten. Probably a normal sized cat. It wasn't this huge, massive beast, which really ticks me off. I wish it was like, I was a 50-pound rabid cat. You'd never seen anything like it. Yellow eyes and fangs and claws. is probably a declawed, 10-pound little kitten, if you ask. But no, I mean, it scared me so bad. And like I said, I look back at that and still just like, what were you doing? Why were you so freaked out by this tiny little cat? It caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. That's what I'm going with.
Only slightly embarrassed.
It completely caught me off guard. The other story I've got, this one, I guess I was kind of in danger a little bit. Just driving along in Illinois, and it was super foggy. I mean, super foggy out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing, 30 and a 45 just because of how foggy it was. Well, there was a car that stopped in front of me, so I had to slam on my brakes. As I look out my driver's side window, there is a deer just staring at me.
Right.
And it, once again, and it just, again, freaked out unnecessarily because the deer was right there, just like looking at me with his beady little eyes.
Maybe it was homeless. Maybe it was just asking for some change. Got $1, pal? Got $1? He's like, whoa.
I wish I did.
Just a deer, man. I mean, I don't need to scream.
So I'm guessing most people's stories are way better than mine and less embarrassing.
This one includes turkey homicide. So let's go to the stream.
That sounds awesome.
Andrew shares this one. He goes, I hit a turkey at 100 miles an hour on the highway, and it did $4,500 worth of damage to my car. He said it was like a turkey bomb going off. It absolutely wrecked his stuff. That is insane. I would love to go back and watch the video. Now, of course, I love turkeys. They're delicious. But more importantly, watching one explode at 100 miles an hour, that seems like something that I would go down a YouTube rabbit hole and watch over and over.
That thing had to just disintegrate.
It had to have.
I mean, there was nothing left but a feather.
Yeah, it was like, how have you watched The Boys on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, like every death they have, so
right.
Everyone just gets blown to pieces in that show. So I just imagine it was something quite like that. How about this one? I relate so much to this because I'm not a fan of snakes.
Okay.
Like any snake. Just a garden snake. It just gets me angry. I just have to throw a thing out of I have to somehow remove it from my vicinity as soon as possible. So Jeff chimed in on the stream, said, I was trimming a sago palm and had a snake fall out and land on the back of my neck. He goes, pretty sure I peed a little. I don't know why, man. I would emotionally die if I don't know why. Just snakes bother me a little bit. Snakes bother me a little bit. I don't know what it is, but they just fill me with rage as well. I just absolutely hate snakes. I need it completely done and away from me. So I couldn't agree more. Let's do one more.
Okay.
How about this one from Wanda? My biggest encounters seem to be with snakes. Oh my gosh, more snake stories. I almost stepped on one that was in the house, ran into rattlesnakes while driving through the woods on my ATVs as well. She goes, my bro caught a moccasin while fishing. Probably not exactly what he was hoping
Cut
for.
the line. Cut the line. You don't need that lure ever again.
Yeah, snakes, I don't know, fill me with absolute rage. I know they do good for the environment, but man, I have to evacuate them from my property or murder them as soon as possible.
All right, what is your scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal? Hit us up. Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Big, Bald, and Sexy had an encounter with an alligator. We got that call coming up. Royal Blood. Here's Typhoons, Cotter, and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
I just pictured Marshall in the field yeeting snakes. I hate them, man. I hate them. I'm so sorry. Let's see.
There's a saber-toothed tiger. It might have been. It might have been, Sean. I don't know.
Completely off topic. We watched Fear Street series on Netflix. I saw the first film. The last film came out last weekend. I was out of town. But yeah, Fear Street's kind of cool. I liked it. And to answer your question, Gavin, the PS5 runs incredible. Love it. Just playing it yesterday. I was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake yesterday. All right, guys. Loving these stories right here. Did you see that comment from Andrew?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's good.
Andrew, in case you guys didn't catch it, Andrew was the one who shared the turkey story with us about essentially turning on a turkey bomb. He goes, I wish it was on video. I was at a party 2 weeks later, and someone was telling a story that someone hit a bird in front of them. It was me.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. Elaine. Sorry, I just saw Elaine's story about the bee attack. That's a great one.
Do we want to do the call here? Do you have some more?
Why don't we? Yeah, I've probably got. You still have yours. All right.
Yeah, I still have this one. It's a little lengthy, but like I said, it's good.
We have anything on the text?
No.
No, we don't have anything on text. All right. We could save mine for the third.
Okay.
Why don't you go into your Facebook and then go into the call?
Okay.
So Facebook call, and then I'll just do one. I'll do Elaine's because it's kind of funny here.
Okay.
Although she said it's not very funny, it is funny.
Sorry, Elaine.
Yeah. So go into
Facebook call.
Facebook call.
Elaine.
I'll do one stream story. We'll come back, and then I can do mine, and then I can share whatever I have over here.
Perfect.
And you can wrap it up.
Perfect.
All right. So once again, Facebook call me. We did just get a text as well.
Okay. Salsa Mark?
I had 2 cat freaky instances. No, not Salsa
Okay.
Mark.
I got about 45 seconds, guys.
Oh, my gosh. Yep, you need to talk about that one. We'll do that on third break.
I was going to say, yeah, this was the other one I got from Facebook's a cat, so we can save that then, too. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. Calls, comment, and text. Scariest encounters you've ever had with an animal.
Jeremy, thanks for sharing your story on the chat there. Jeremy was running late one day, ran into a raccoon. The raccoon did not like him, so Jeremy became even more late.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. We are taking the calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What is the scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal? All of these, more manly than mine. Lindsay hit us up on Facebook. One night, while we were watching TV, my brother suddenly hears a horrible noise from the kitchen. My kitten had gotten her head stuck in a chair and was fighting desperately to get out. We all panicked, started trying to free her when my other cat decided we were attacking her and attacked my brother. We freed the kitten just in time for me to get my other cat off my brother, and the cat latched onto my leg and started clawing and biting me. Finally got him off, calmed him down. I started freaking out because I realized I was standing in a pool of my own blood from where he scratched me. I still have the scars and both of the cats.
And just to clear it up, people enjoy owning cats still. Really?
I like our cats. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I know stuff like this happens.
Did you hear the word you just used? I like my cats.
I do.
Yeah, you don't love them.
I love my dog.
Yeah, you love your dog.
Big, Bald, and Sexy gave us a call. 800-394-1061. The scariest animal encounter you ever had. Big, Bald, and Sexy, he ran into an alligator.
I have been hunting and fishing my whole life. Worked outside for years. I mean, I've had hundreds and hundreds of animal encounters. Been bit by 4 dogs.
Damn.
Stepped on rattlesnakes. I mean, chased by wild hogs. You name it, I've come across it. But the one that made me about poop my pants was I was in Charleston. I was in my tiny John boat. And I was fly fishing for brim on the beds. I got hung up on the log, and I eased up to the bank to get my fly unhooked. And on the other side of the log was about a 10-foot gator.
Oh, shoot.
And he saw me about the same time I saw him, and he jumped into the water to take off. And when he jumped, he hit my 12-foot little John boat.
Oh no.
I mean, square in the side. And it rocked it to where it almost knocked me over into the water with him.
Oh.
And that's the one time that an animal really scared me.
Did you poop your pants a little bit?
I'm not gonna admit to that. but I did take a shower when I got home.
Probably much needed.
I got no desire to have any sort of special moments with an alligator, man. No, thank you.
I've heard of too many stories of little Fluffy getting too close to the water and the dog and the owner getting eaten very close to here.
Yes.
I'm good without that. If I see one, I'm going to run away.
Here was my only encounter with an alligator. I was on Hilton Head Island.
Mm-hmm.
It was Heritage Weekend.
Right.
I had the red Alero, so it was back in the day. And I'm coming off the island, and I was still in Sea Pines, and a little gator, maybe 4 foot long, started crossing the road, and I couldn't do anything. I ran over the alligator.
Wow.
In my car. The alligator didn't stop. It kept going after I ran over it in my car.
Did you just vehicular homicide an alligator?
No.
Did you just admit to a crime?
No, he didn't. He was still alive.
Sure he was.
He walked away.
Yeah, he walked away and died.
He didn't flinch. I couldn't do anything. It was right in the middle of the road. I couldn't stop.
All right, so if the police are looking for the man in the red Alero years ago who murdered an alligator, it was Connor.
It was not me. It was not me.
Just admitted to it.
No, he didn't die.
Yeah.
In my head, he's still alive. He's got a family. He's very happy.
Right. He's got 3 little alligator children.
Sweet family.
They're going to college.
Oh, so good.
All right, I got one from this stream here from Elaine, which I relate to very well. She goes, riding my bike this past Saturday. Felt like my leg was on fire. Looked down, and a bee was stinging my leg. 60 miles an hour going into a curve. Trying to get the bee off of me. Not very fun. Sounds kind of fun to me.
What do you do? What do you do?
You wreck your bike.
No.
Teach that bee a lesson. You just drop that bike and just absolutely squash it.
Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What's your scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal? More of your stories coming up. Connor and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Yeah, you absolutely ditched the bike, man. That's how that works. Sean goes, walked away equals muscle convulsions from slowly dying after being hit by an Oldsmobile.
I didn't hit him. I ran over. It's completely
honest.
It's completely different. But no, it was just it was maybe my second or third year here. I mean, I was relatively still new. I couldn't move. It was way quicker than expected.
So our buddy Big Bald and Sexy is actually at my house right now. I can watch him on my Ring doorbell. He's out there dropping in a new fence in my backyard.
Nice.
He goes, why didn't you tell me to bring the chainsaw? I still have the
tree?
Yeah, the tree. I borrowed our boss's electric chainsaw. It did not have the muscle to do what I was trying to do.
Thomas, why was Mac throwing the shirts at the show with such anger and velocity? Because I said girthy right before she started throwing, and she threatened to walk off stage.
Mac didn't take her medication that day. She was all sorts of full of rage that day.
So I think that's why.
All right, so we got one more break, guys. Thanks for hanging around, and obviously thank you so much for your stories today on your scary animal encounters. Everything from snakes to bees to turkeys. Some wild stuff, man.
Grab this one. Who is that guy? We don't know who this person is. Twitter.
All right, so I've got one about some hornets from Thomas that I'm going to share on this last break.
Okay, I've got the one from the text.
Oh, Michael, good story too, man. Did you try pressure washing the branch? I did not. Maybe that would work, actually. So our friend Wanda actually sent a video to me just the other day of some dude using a pressure washer to, like, cut these weeds down near his fence line. I'm like,
Interesting.
that's actually a really good idea. She goes, you love pressure washing.
Multitask.
I honestly thought about pressure washing just yesterday, but at that point it was like 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, I got other stuff I need to do, unfortunately.
I get it. All right. Got about 2 minutes left to commercials. One song, and then we'll get right back into your calls, comments, and texts. Stuff around. Wait as long. There we go.
Rhett, thanks for that story, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we got a call. Let's take it.
Rock 1061, who's this?
Your buddy Vic.
Vic, what's going on, man?
Uh-oh, here comes Vic.
Man, I was going to tell you all about a time I got bit by my cousin's ferret.
Okay, tell us.
Well, I reached down. My wife the whole time is telling me, don't mess with him. You need to leave him alone. Hell, he looked all cute and furry, so I stuck my hand down there to try to grab him, and he bit me right in the sweet spot between my thumb and my finger.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That meaty part.
At first, it didn't really hurt, and then all of a sudden, he starts to drag my hand back in his cage, and his teeth went to sink in a little deeper. So I took my damn finger and I thumped him right on his nose, and he let go real quick, like scurried around and stuck his face in the corner of his little den there. I looked at my wife. I said, "Yeah, I got the balls. You got the brains. Let's make lots of money."
Good Lord, Vic. Did your hand ever recover?
Oh, by the way, I also got scabies from the little son of a bitch. That was fucked up.
Oh, damn.
Motherfucker bit me twice.
I think you kind of deserved it a little bit, didn't you, Vic?
Nah, hell, he was all cute and furry, man. I just wanted to pet him.
Yeah. I always said.
It wasn't like I was going to break his neck and shit.
I always said ferrets are the a-holes of the animal community.
Well, I'm glad those scabies cleared up for you, Bal.
Oh, yeah, that was fucked up ordeal.
All right, man, we got to run.
I had gotten a damn, like a nest of damn red bugs or something.
Yep.
Oh, it was bad. I scratched myself to death for about a day.
Damn.
Well, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
We got to run.
No, y'all stay cool, man, and have a wonderful Wednesday.
All right, see you, Vic.
Good old Vic.
All right, let me edit this up real quick, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. There we go. There we go.
All right, so I've got two stories, both insect related.
I've got the one. I've got the cat stories.
Fun fact, humans don't get scabies from animals, so thinking he got it elsewhere. I was just reading up on scabies because I didn't know too much about it. I just realized it was an itching condition, but thank you, Wanda, for clearing that up. Yeah, I'm guessing he had the scabies before he met that ferret.
Oh, Vic. All right, we got just over 2 minutes.
Guys, thanks for dropping in your stories, man. We went from a few to all of them. Greg goes, not Vic's Thursday hand. I'm sure he recovered. Dennis, thank you for sharing your story. He said, open up my garage door. There was a cow moose and 2 calves there. Ran back in the house.
All right, I can come out and give the text story. You can do however many you want there, and then I can wrap up with Vic.
Yeah, I've got 2 like 15-second stories, 20-second stories, and then so I'll do 2, and then wrap up with Vic, and then we'll jump out.
Which one are you gonna end on?
I will end on. Let's go with I'll end on the 80 mile per hour story.
Okay.
Wanda had outbreaks of scabies at the nursing home she worked at.
Ooh.
That ferret is probably calling into an animal radio station talking about how some asshole human claims scabies. Yeah, probably.
That's funny. Vic's trip. Hopefully, everybody who met Vic now knows what that experience is like.
Oh, it's something special, for sure. All right, guys, we're 30 seconds before we jump into this break again.
Shoot.
Next up, we'll talk about your crappy kids.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What's the scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal? Had somebody text us, said he got 2 cat stories. 1, parents' basement. It's pretty creepy. Go down early before school. One day, still half asleep, look over at the shelf, and there's a cat hissing at me with glowing eyes. Kind of like my story earlier. The problem was they didn't have a cat. Another time, they actually did have a cat. They didn't know it was pregnant. Now, he said, this is back in the day. I never made my bed. Well, I got into bed after talking on the phone. I feel something wet and squishy on my foot. It was the afterbirth from the cat having kittens in my bed.
No.
It's so gross. I know. It's the beauty of life. Still so gross.
What's worse, stepping into a George Foreman grill like Michael Scott, or stepping into afterbirth from kittens?
Afterbirth. 100% afterbirth. Don't even think. Afterbirth all day long.
Yeah, that was a rhetorical question. We got some great stories on the stream. These are some of my favorite. We got so many, and thank you for chiming in, everyone who's watching the stream and sharing your stories with us. Thomas said, I was 11. I was walking to the bus every morning. There was a huge hornet nest in a pine tree, and all the kids in the neighborhood were throwing stuff at it. And I got brave enough. I found like half a brick, and I threw it real close. and it smashes the thing in half on the ground. Now, of course, it was the beginning of the 90s, so I had a fishnet T-shirt on. Needless to say, I got stung 22 times.
Oh, dude.
22 times. Oh, my gosh.
No, thank you.
Sorry, Thomas, that happened to you. But also, great choice of T-shirt going to school. Fishnet. How about this one from MK Ultra One? He goes, I'm allergic to bees. I was driving with my windows down, and a bee flew into my car, dropping down between my legs.
Oh, no.
And landed somewhere on the floor. I just started screaming. Ah! Ah! And stomping all over the floor with my left foot to try and kill the thing. I didn't realize the whole time I was also fear stomping on the gas. By the time I felt the bee was mostly likely dead, I was going 80 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's pretty good.
Oh, jeez. You survived. Thank you for chiming in.
Well, we're taking your calls, comments, and texts about the scariest encounter you've ever had with an animal, and I think we all feel better now because our buddy Vic has got a story.
Man, I was going to tell you all about a time I got bit by my cousin's ferret.
Okay. Tell us.
I reached down, my wife the whole time is telling me, don't mess with him, you need to leave him alone. Hell, he looked all cute and furry, so I stuck my hand down there to try to grab him, and he bit me right in the sweet spot between my thumb and my finger.
Oh, right. Yeah. That meaty part.
At first, it didn't really hurt. And then all of a sudden, he starts to drag my hand back in his cage. And his teeth went to sink in a little deeper. So I took my damn finger and I stumped him right on his nose. And he let go real quick, like, scurried around and stuck his face in the corner of his little den there. I looked at my wife. I said, yeah, I got the balls. You got the brains. Let's make lots of money.
Oh, Vic.
Love Vic. Love to hear from Vic. Glad he didn't accidentally kill that thing.
All right, coming up next, going to talk something that's hitting very close to home for me right now. A list of things that people still help their kids pay for, even when their kids are adults. Now, this hits home for me because both of my kids here in a month will be out of the house. My wife and I are going to be empty nesters, still not quite ready to deal with that. But we'll talk about this list coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show. Here's Falling in Reverse, Popular Monster, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys. Thanks for those stories. That was awesome. Damon just chimed in on the chat. He goes, I had several experiences, but my one that takes the cake is a two-parter, and it's stuff that stings. When I was 7 or 8, a wasp stung me in the back of the leg, and my entire leg collapsed, is part one. Ugh. The second is I was moving some outdoor wooden furniture, and a bee stung me in the fleshy part of my palm. It was a few years ago. Oof. Yeah, I had just a random wasp sting working at my house. There's like the sago palm that's kind of like to the right of my house in front of a window.
Right.
And I wasn't messing with anyone. I didn't even know they were actually in the area. And one just decided to come up and absolutely sting me on my shoulder. It was not fun. Getting stung by a wasp, not fun. So to this day, I now murder every wasp I see. Every chance I get, I have an electric racket in my house. Or I just have the wasp shot, whatever it's called, that stuff that like shoots like from 80 feet away. I love killing wasps.
Elaine, yeah, I think so too. I think my wife is definitely it's going to hit my wife hard. We drop off my youngest kid at Arkansas in a month from right now, a month from today. I think on that way back, that's going to be a long 14-hour drive because I think it's going to hit my wife hard. But ironically enough, we've already kind of gotten over it because we booked a trip for Disney for just the two of us when the kids are out in November. So I think we'll be okay. I think we'll pull through. And Elaine, just because we're talking about the topic, with parents helping to still pay for kids' stuff even when their kids are adults, is there anything that either you had paid for your kids once they were adults? Is there anything you're still paying for? Just kind of curious if you got anything. Chime in, please.
What do you want to do with this list?
I'm gonna go through. I got specific things I can comment on,
Sure.
with relations to either my parents or my kids. And then the second break, I was going to talk about the Disney and tell how we're actually paying for it. Because it's just some extra money now that my oldest kid may not be going to college.
Elaine, your cheapest Disney trip ever. Yeah, probably will be.
It is. 100% is.
Max says, I could speak for Mama Margaret. Yeah, she probably pays for a lot of Max stuff.
All right, be right back, guys. What does she pay for, Mac? Hit us up.
Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. This next topic really hits home because a month from today, both of my kids will be out of the house, and my wife and I will be empty nesters for the first time. Today is the day, a month from now, that my youngest kid will be moving into college. Came across a list. Now, these are things that parents still help their kids pay for, even when they are adults. And I had a few of these when I was, moving out of my parents' house for the first time. And it's one thing that I'm surprised about. It didn't make this list. And it's something I foresee us helping our kids with as long as we can. And that's insurance. I mean, I was on my parents' insurance for quite a bit because I had a job that I made enough money to live off of.
Right.
It wasn't full time. I wasn't getting insurance.
Yeah, I think my parents paid for my car insurance.
Yeah.
I think till I was 23. And I think that's the only thing they really helped me with. I mean, I had to pay for everything else.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. The car insurance, my parents paid for. My wife and I, before we got married, moved in together. And my parents are still paying for my car insurance because my wife gave me so much crap about it. I'm like, they're willing to pay for it. I'm not going to argue. Why argue this?
Right.
I see something I think, wasn't around as prevalently when I was moving out of my parents' house, but something now that I bet parents will pay for almost ever, cell phones. Because, I mean, it cost us $10 a month to have our kids on our cell phone service, or they're going to pay $50 a month, $60 a month, whatever they'd pay.
Yeah.
So it's just easier for us to pay $20 a month extra to have our kids on than them have to pay, $50 to $100 a month, depending on the plan.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's because I moved out of the house before cell phones really were a big, huge thing. I remember my mom had to come with me to get my first cell phone because I probably didn't have the credit. I think I was probably 17, 18 years old. But I paid for all of that. They didn't.
Right.
My parents didn't have cell phones until a decade later.
Yeah, I didn't have my first cell phone until my wife and I were married. My mom had one of the old brick ones to where you paid $20 a month and it was like $1 a minute. You got 20 minutes a month on this thing. If you went over, they upcharged you drastically.
My phone I had a Nokia and it had Snake on it. I just remember playing hours and hours of Snake.
I remember Snake. All right, several other things that parents will help their kids on: travel expenses or tickets home. I mean, my oldest, I normally drive up to Kent to get him. My car, the Equinox was a piece of crap. Couldn't do it, so we flew him home. We're flying him back up to Kent as he moves into an apartment and is taking a gap year, not going back to school, but we're still going to pay for that. We're paying for that travel expense. If he wants to come home over Christmas break or come home anytime throughout the year, we'll pay for that.
Show you how much my parents didn't like me. They never once offered to fly me home for anything at all. I don't think I went home for 2.5 years at one point, and then I eventually went and saw him.
Vacations are another thing. I mean, I see that. I mean, if we were to go on vacation, say even 5-6 years from now, and it was like, hey, we're going to go do Disney, I can see us paying for our kids. I mean, now, if they have families of their own, screw it, you're on your own. I don't make that kind of money. But, I mean, if it's just them, I can see us still paying for that. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
What about emergency expenses? I mean, this is something I will always foresee us being there for our kids, no matter how
Right.
old they are. I mean, it's been years, but when we first got married or when we first moved and did several things, there were some times we couldn't afford things, and Dana's parents definitely helped us out.
Right.
So I mean, I can always see that being, something that'll be there and help my kids out financially.
Is there going to be a cutoff at some point, though?
It depends on what it is. I would say if it is an emergency and it's not something that happens very often, or is very infrequent, yes, no problem. I mean, if it becomes every month them calling up, going, "Hey, I did this, I need this," no. If it obviously becomes an issue, I think you cut it off.
I once had to ask my mom for $100 for groceries.
Did she give it to you?
Yes. I want to say yes. Yeah, I think she did. I think she'd be like $100.
Now, with all of this being said, because I mean, as a parent, I will be there to help my kids however I can.
Mm-hmm.
But my oldest is taking a gap year from college. We have saved up some money to help out with school. Well, now that he's not going back to school, what do we do with that money? We'll tell you what we're going to do with that money. It benefits my wife and I greatly. That story's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. We'll come right out of the stop set.
Elaine says, we paid for my stepson's cell phone while he was going through law school. I pay for my 20-year-old's phone and insurance. I feel like your law school son should actually start paying for your bills now.
Well, I mean, like I said, the cell phone thing, I get that completely. I mean, it's $10 a month for each kid on our plan. I mean,
that's not bad.
I mean, once they get to the point of, full-time job, they're in a career, fine, different story.
Mm-hmm.
They have a family, they have kids, fine. They're on their own. But I mean, up until that point, I don't care. I mean, that's $10 a month.
Yeah, it's easy. Like number 9, the down payment on their first home. So I'm looking at this list that we have, the down payment on their first home. Oof.
Yeah, I can't. That's a steep one. Now, I guess depends on how you look at it. It's like, I know.
How bad do you want them to move out of your house?
No. Okay. If it's to move them out, maybe that makes the difference. But maybe it's like with my wife's parents. They have got, I mean, I would probably, if I had to guess, probably millionaires-ish, close to it with money they have in stocks and bonds and stuff like that.
Sure.
So there will be inheritance, once it gets to that point. Now, if we ever needed something drastically enough, if it was a major thing, we could have gone to them and say, hey, could you taken it out of, and it would have come out of the inheritance. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I guess it's not technically them paying for it, but there is that kind of thing. So maybe when it comes to some of the bigger payments, like down payments or something like that, maybe that's partially how that's, they're paying for that with that money.
Lane says, my lawyer stepson works for a congressman in D.C.
Oh, wow. That's kind of awesome.
I hope it's a good congressman. Wait a minute. There isn't one.
They paid for my first car. The next 3 were on me. My parents, outside of my insurance, I mean, my parents definitely, I mean, we weren't dirt poor by any means, but we did not have, money. I wanted a Nintendo. I had to pay for it. I wanted, Nike shoes. I had to pay for them. First car in high school, I paid for it.
Yeah, I had so the first car was $1,000 and my parents paid for half of it. The second car I had to pay for myself. And then it got wrecked. And then the third car, they co-signed on a loan with me, but they didn't put any money down. I traded in my car and then put an extra $500 down.
All right, we've got about 2 minutes. Come right out of commercials. Talking about, helping out your kids financially. Well, we've got a vacation planned without the kids. I'll tell you how we paid for that. Then after 8 o'clock, I got Mount Rushmore. Got a list of the favorite fast food restaurants in the United States. That's kind of how we're basing this on. And then we'll talk about the the Mount Rushmore of our favorite fast food places. We talked Mr. Wonderful briefly. Pro wrestler passed away earlier this week. And we'll still get the chicks on dudes.
Yeah, I've got a list of somewhere close to like 15 fast food restaurants that I have on the list, just depending on what you choose. I can made little notes to each one. So, my grandfather set aside $2,500 for each grandkid, 9 in total. Holy shit! To go towards their first car. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. All right, guys, be right back.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
All right, so we're talking about things that, as parents, we help our kids pay for, help them out financially, even though maybe they're adults. And we did have some people chime in on the stream. Max said her mom helps pay for groceries, most of the furnishings in her house, a car. Mac, do you survive on your own? How is this possible? I'm starting to wonder. But what about in a situation like this? So one thing that we told our kids we would help pay for is college. Now, they had to get a job. They had to save up some of their own money. They had to help pay for their own education, but we would definitely help. So we had money set aside for my oldest kid. Now, 2 years in, Kent, in Ohio, decides to take a gap year, which I'm completely fine with. I dropped out of school. I'm not going to judge anybody for doing it. If it's not your thing, you're not getting anything out of it, don't put yourself into debt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got money saved up that was going to go toward his education.
How much, just in case he's listening?
Enough. So we've done okay with it. Here's the thing, though. If he's not going back, are we just going to let it sit there? Or should we take advantage of this money?
Okay.
I'm betting on the fact that he will not go back to school. Once again, completely fine. He's got a full-time gig.
His choice.
It's his choice. Got a full-time gig up in Kent. He's going to be getting insurance, going to be getting benefits. So, he's doing pretty good right now. So we've got this money. And my wife and I the other day were like, it's been a while since we've been to Disney. Like, it has. Like, you want to go down for your birthday? I'm like, I do. So last night, we booked a trip to Disney. And the cheapest one ever. Somebody brought that up because we're going without the kids. But we're using the money that we set aside for school to go to Disney with.
For 2 people, that's going to cost you, if you're staying on property, even for a couple of days, it's probably going to cost $1,500. No, probably closer to $2,000, something like that.
It was less than that. We're only going to go to 2 parks. It's about $1,000.
Okay.
So it's not bad. But we thought about it. It's like, now we could have given him that money to do whatever with.
Right.
But we decided, but it's our money. So we're going to use it, and we're going to spend it on us.
So how much money is left for him in case he decides to go back to school?
We've got some time to save back up. We had enough. We had enough. So, there's still enough there that even if, after half a year, he goes, I'm going back to school.
See,
we can help him out.
But you're putting your odds on your kids never going back to school, and you're going to go on Disney trips until you're dead.
Yeah, it's going to be so awesome. So awesome. Coming up, top of the 8 o'clock hour, the Mount Rushmore is back. We're putting together the Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. Stick around. Top of the 8 o'clock hour, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Rock 106.
So anyone who is on the stream, you're like, what's Mount Rushmore? So what we do with the Mount Rushmore, it's kind of like power ranking, but on just a larger scale. So what we do is we take a specific topic, and then we both kind of like battle out and what we think is the absolute best in those categories. Today is going to be best fast food. We'll have more Mount Rushmores throughout the summer. We'll do this just through the summer months, and then once we come up to football here in the next, month and a half, we'll kind of rest this feature, and we'll come back to it later on. But something that we did on the afternoon show when we were doing afternoons last year was we would do the Mount Rushmore of stuff back in the day. And we kind of scan and do all sorts of different topics.
If you guys have suggestions, maybe things you'd like us to hear our Mount Rushmores of, feel free to plop them in the chat. That's cool. Elaine, I don't blame you. 3 motorcycles? Hell yeah.
Seems like a lot of motorcycles.
Well, you need like your Sunday motorcycle. You need just your around town motorcycle.
Your Sunday motorcycle.
You need your long distance motorcycle. I don't know.
Is that the one with Jesus just painted on the side of it?
Oh, Sean, I'm so sorry. What the hell, man? Condolences, thoughts and prayers.
Speaking of fast food, I have some sad news. The White Castle that was closest to me has closed. Well, I think it's obviously your fault for not going to it enough, Sean. So congratulations, you killed White Castle. So you got all those bikes to match your outfits. Nice.
There you go. But yeah, so we were sitting there, and it was just kind of a half joke. Actually, we were at the draft room on Sunday. We're just day drinking, and my wife brought up the thing about Disney, and we were supposed to go pre-pandemic, but my wife had like a pinched nerve or a pinched disc in her back and just couldn't do anything, so we didn't want to risk it. We were supposed to go in 2020. Obviously, the pandemic happened. So it's been a while since we went. So she's like, how about we go for your birthday and we'll just go down to one park? And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm down. Let's do that. And she's like, where do you want to go? Which park? I'm like, if it's just a day, just go to Magic Kingdom. And she's like, but don't you want to go to Hollywood Studios? That's where all the Star Wars stuff is. I was like, I love to, but if we're only going to go a day, just do Magic Kingdom. So last night she starts booking the trip, thinking she was half joking. And then she's like, well, for just like a couple $100 more, you can go to 2 parks. I'm like, yes, we can. Let's do it. So we're going to go to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, and hopefully we'll get to do the whole Star Wars thing.
Are you staying on property or no?
Yeah, we're gonna. I think it's the one of the Pop Century, or we just do the low budget ones. That's like Pop Century, and they've got like All Star Sports, All Star Movies. Do we just usually stay there? The only time we didn't stay there was our 10-year anniversary. We were gonna stay in a nicer one, and they upgraded us to a nicer, even nicer than that. So that was kind of neat. That was the only other time. Usually just the Pop Century. We're never in the hotel long enough to feel the need to spend $500 a night on a hotel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the shuttle transportation to and from the park is worth staying in the park or staying at the
facility there. Yeah. I went to Universal that wasn't last year. It was the year prior for Halloween Horror Nights. We stayed on property.
Yeah.
The transfers were really cool. But I mean, I don't think it was worth it. So I think I'm going to go to Halloween Horror Nights again this year, but I'm just going to grab an Airbnb because everyone has Airbnb their house in Orlando, and the prices to stay an Airbnb is so cheap close to the park. Yeah, I'm not a big Culver's fan when it comes to fast food. I think their burgers are over salty, and the lines are too ridiculous.
I've only been to Culver's a handful of times. It's when I lived in Illinois, and I know there's one right around the corner here, basically from the radio station. But yeah, I haven't been there in such a long time. So my leg, from getting the tattoo yesterday, it's just kind of swollen a little bit. I can't straighten my leg all the way.
Oh.
Notice the difference in size?
Yeah. Yeah, you should put some lotion on it, man. Treat yourself to your leg not exploding. Horror Nights is Mac, come with us. My wife and I are going down September 23rd on a Saturday. Join us. We go VIP, though, so tell your mom to give you some money. Yeah, sorry, guys. Culver's is definitely not on my list. And good Lord, Cookout?
I've never eaten a Cookout. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people absolutely love it, and some people hate it.
So Andrew goes, I wish the Cookout here, sorry, I get a lot of comments. I wish the Cookout here didn't go to shit, but still really good cheap food when you were partaking in certain smokes. That I can understand, but overall, dude, Cookout is not good. It just isn't.
Yeah.
It's garbage food. The Culver's chicken tenders are good, and their concrete mixers are bomb. I just haven't tried those two things, man. But like my Culver's experience, the burgers are like, I just feel like they just take the salt container and just go just click it over, and it's not great.
They're butter burger.
Lane says, walk it off, Cotter, put some Aquaphor on it.
Yeah.
When it comes to tattoos, I mean, you're only supposed to put Aquaphor on your tattoo like the first day or 2 days afterwards, just because it like literally coats it, doesn't let the tattoo to breathe at all. But man, that stuff is so greasy.
Oh, it's horrible.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah, I usually do that for the first couple days, and then I have a basic non-scented lotion, and I can't think of what the brand is. I spent some decent amount of money on it since I was getting enough tattoos, and that's the only thing I use it for. And then I do that for about a week, and that's really all I do. But yeah, my leg is definitely swollen. I don't know if you guys. So here's my normal leg.
Very girlish, chicken-like.
No, I don't think I find outstanding legs.
Really?
So I think so. So this is my normal leg right there. This is the tattooed leg. It's definitely.
It looks like you did squats with just one leg.
Right? I really. It was literally just leg day. Didn't say legs day. It was leg day. But
all right, get off camera. Everyone's puking. Yeah, when it comes to Aquaphor, Lane, I was told you're only supposed to Aquaphor, which is a really heavy kind of oily lotion on your tattoo for a day or two max. And then after that, essentially you buy non-scented lotion and you just coat your tattoo pretty much all the time for the next week or so until it starts healing up.
Yep. Once I just kind of always started getting tattoos, I bought a tub of Aquaphor and then a decent sized thing of the lotion.
Mm-hmm. I do feel bad. So Charles hit me up yesterday, and he's putting in this 3-foot fence in my backyard. And he goes, "Hey, man, I'm going to be at your house at 7:30. I'm like, "Well, you know where I'll be. I'll be on the air." I go, "But I'll tell my wife." My wife doesn't generally wake up till that exact moment. She wakes up at 7:30 every day, and which I'm jealous of. But I told her last night, and she was like, fine. Like, sorry, man. Stuff's got to get done. All right, guys, we're running into, let's see, our Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. Does Steak and Shake count as fast food? Yes, it does. 100%.
Really? Because I wasn't considering it fast food.
I consider Steak and Shake fast food.
Okay.
Is it franchised out?
Yeah, but
Can you go through a drive-through?
You can go through a drive-through. Yeah, but you don't.
It's fast food.
You have to wait in the drive-through. You sit down.
You have to wait.
No, but
you
have
from
to,
Savannah. You fucking wait everywhere.
You have to wait in a drive-through.
You have to wait in a drive-through at Taco Bell across the street for 15 minutes to get a freaking beef taco that's cold.
That's I think
Steak and Shake is fast food.
I think that's location specific.
No,
for that Taco Bell.
The city of Savannah and surrounding areas. I don't know why fast food workers in this area hate working fast food. They do.
They should just up and quit like they did in Lincoln.
But Steak and Shake definitely counts. Anyone try Fazoli's yet?
I am not a fan. We ate there because they had one. That's the fast food Italian place. They had one in Peoria, and I think we ate there for lunch one day.
Yeah, I think I've had it 1 or 2 times, but it's been over a decade, so I don't know. I wouldn't say yes or no to it because honestly, I don't remember. But I know they just opened a Fazoli's in the old Steak and Shake location in Pooler.
Yeah, I wonder why that Steak and Shake didn't make it.
Because they had terrible service.
Yeah,
that was another place that had terrible service. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why there's maybe all the fast food places are envious of all the seafood places in town, but there's just terrible service, man. There really is.
All right, got about 4.5 minutes.
No problem, Charles. I got you, buddy. There was a great one in Tennessee. Every other Fazoli's I've been to has been garbage, says Chris. Maybe the one here in Pooler, the one they just opened, would be better. I just drove by the big lot. They're putting the Costco. They're opening up that huge shopping center,
Right.
like where Taco Stash is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the far end of Pooler Parkway, they have a huge swath of land cut out for that Costco, and they're putting in like a Starbucks and a bunch of other little tiny shops.
It's kind of nice. That's
yeah.
right up the road from my house. Have you been? So if you keep going, there is like a liquor warehouse. Have you seen that? It's over by like the Lowe's or whatever there on Pooler Parkway. That there's like this big ass building called Liquor Warehouse. And every time I've driven by, it hadn't looked like it's been open yet. And I mean, it is a massive building, reminding me like of a Total Wine size building. I don't know if it's open. I want to go check it out. I think it was Liquor Warehouse, but
yeah, I don't think so. Tijuana Flats had a spot here in Savannah too, but that one also closed.
Yeah, I was underwhelmed totally with Tijuana Flats. That was one of the worst burritos I've ever had.
Charles says his favorite fast foods: 1, rabbit; 2, deer. Or sorry, flip flop those. Yeah, it's cool to see like Pooler definitely seems like it's the test market for a lot of things. They get stuff that even Savannah doesn't get. So it's kind of weird, but good for those guys. I would like to see Steak and Shake make a comeback somewhere close to here because I do love Steak and Shake. I mean, I would go there, I don't know, once every other month. I would say 6 times a year I'd probably get Steak and Shake.
Yeah, I love Steak and Shake. Oh, there's Rhett's.
Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Arby's, and McDonald's. It's funny. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, let me. I've got 15 on the list with that I would be confident in. So
would you say you're a connoisseur of fast food?
I wouldn't say I've tried a lot of fast food. I wouldn't say I eat a ton. I would say that, let's just say in these 15 restaurants that I've highlighted, I probably visit, I would probably visit 1 or 2 a week. So I guess I would be technically a connoisseur. I'm not like some people who only eat fast food.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Last night I ate a bag salad at my house. I added some feta. It was delicious.
All right.
I'm one of those people who went out and had a hell of a weekend of drinking and eating like all the pizza. So I immediately turn it around and thinking, I'll eat a salad for 2 days and I'll suddenly be healthy again. So that's what I've done. I've ate salad for the last 2 days.
Dude, Steak and Shake used to be my go-to drunk after a night of drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You go there and just get one of the greasy-ass burgers. Oh, so good. What was the burrito place in Peoria that had, like, over by Bradley?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was, I don't remember the name of it now.
Because I think that's the place the night that I passed out in the back behind the house at that party. I think we went there afterwards.
I believe it was La Bamba.
Okay.
Yeah, it was La Bamba burritos. Burritos as big as your head.
Yep.
And they, looking back at it, were terrible. At the time, they were great, but now then I went and lived on the West Coast, and then I realized what real Mexican food was, which I missed terribly. No, I'm not gonna do 15. We're doing our top 4, as in like the top 4. Speaking of, let's make sure to give a good description of what we're doing before we jump into it.
Yep.
And then do you want to just do 4 and 3, and then we'll do 2 and 1 on the second half? Okay.
Yep. All right, guys, be right back.
And Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Coming up in just moments, the Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. First, don't forget, join the stream. You can check us out each and every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. Just download the app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker, or check us out at rock1061.com. Now, an annual study has come out. They look at big fast food chains, and it ranks them according to customer satisfaction. They look at food quality, quick accuracy, how nice the employees are. And for the 7th year in a row, Chick-fil-A tops this list.
I mean, I get it. The only thing that sucks about Chick-fil-A overall are the lines. It's really the people that ruin Chick-fil-A.
And the customers, not the employees.
No, exactly. Yeah, the employees are always fantastic. The service always great. No, I think that's spot on.
Yeah, because I mean, there's one right around the corner on Mall Boulevard here from the radio station.
And I almost reckon as someone going to Chick-fil-A almost every day.
I mean, I like Chick-fil-A, but I'm not waiting in line if I have to wait out in the street.
No.
Go someplace else. Do not block traffic. The chicken sandwich is delicious, yes. Not that good. Just saying, it's not that good.
All right, so that's a point of contention because I kind of think it's delicious.
I love them. And I mean, I'll wait in line for it, but I'm not going to block traffic to wait in line.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line, with the line.
Traffic.
All right, so that tops that list. So we're going to put together our Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants, just like the Mount Rushmore of presidents, the 4 best, according to some people.
Right.
These are our 4 favorite fast food restaurants that would make our Mount Rushmore.
All right, so you know what? I'll go first.
Okay.
Beauty before age. So once again, going our top 4 restaurants. This is going to come in at number 4 on my list. And it may surprise people, but when you're traveling, nothing quite hits like Annie Ann's pretzels.
Okay.
Talk about fast, courteous, and delicious. Get a nice jalapeno pretzel and a lemonade. It's like $7. An all-timer. Well, how long? Could you imagine any time that you've ever been to Annie Ann's and waited longer than 3 minutes? No, it hasn't happened. It's literally the best mall and traveling treat in the history of man. If Annie Ann's came to me today and said, Marshall, we'd like for you to endorse our product. We know you believe in it. We know you love it. I would be like, it would be the greatest honor of my life. That's why Annie Ann's comes in at number 4 on my Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants.
It's really the only reason to go to the mall anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
You're not going to Old Navy because you like it. You're going to see Annie Ann's pretzels and then walk around or past Hot Topic going, that used to be me. That used to be me.
All right, number 4 on my Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. I was introduced to this place. I think you, myself, and Jake went out to lunch. It just opened up a couple years ago, right around the corner from the radio station, Panda Express. Love me some Panda Express. Food for fast food Chinese is good, and you get so much food.
Yeah.
They load up your plate. You will not walk out of Panda Express going, man, I'm still hungry. I could eat more.
So sneaky good, their chicken egg roll.
Oh, really?
Not a lot of people know that. Their chicken egg roll, kind of delicious.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But no, Panda Express, I can go there any day, grab some lunch. It's one of my favorites.
What's your 2-plate combo?
I get the, Fiesta beef, and then I get, both of them are somewhat spicy. Oh, it's fire chicken. It's like pineapple chicken stuff. I don't remember.
You don't do orange chicken?
I don't do
Monster.
You had me get the orange chicken the first time we went, and I'm like, all right, that's good.
It's
but
the standard.
I know.
They set the standard on orange chicken.
I like the other options better.
All right. Okay, so let's go. This one is fast food. It has multiple locations around the country, but it's not like a McDonald's McDonald's huge kind of location.
Sure.
Number 3 on my fast food, Mount Rushmore Cotter. I'm going to go with Portillo's.
Oh.
So Portillo's, a Chicago-based restaurant. They have locations in California. They just opened a couple in Florida. They have some in Minnesota where our good close friend Sean lives. Portillo's, their chocolate cake shake, their burgers, their dogs, a Chicago staple, and they are going out across the country one day. Cross your fingers, Portillo's comes to Pooler, because if you're talking about lines, if you're talking about Chick-fil-A styled lines, you are definitely going to get them at Portillo's.
Really?
That's how great they are. Once again, their chocolate cake shake, they put a slice of chocolate cake in the shake. How is that possible? I don't know. How do they make money off that? I don't know, Cotter, but that's why they come in number 3, my friend.
All right, coming in number 3 for me. This is kind of a weird choice because I haven't had it in over a decade because I don't know if there's a location here. But if I had to pick one sub place to eat at and I could only go there, Blimpie's Subs.
Blimpie's?
Blimpie's.
There is a Blimpie's here.
Is it out on Tybee?
No, I think there's one closer, but hold on, I'll look it up while you're talking about it.
This is a game changer. I don't know what it is about Blimpie's. There was one kind of close to where I worked up in Peoria, and I'm like, I'll hit up them one day. I mean, ruined Subway for me, ruined all this other fast food sub places for me. I don't know what it is about their sandwiches, but they are utterly delicious. The cost, I mean, it's a fast food sub, so you're not going to be paying a whole lot of money. Blimpies, an underrated sub place when it comes to some of the more popular options.
They say there's one on Ogeechee Road. If someone could confirm that, I'm not for sure, but I think there was a Blimpies open inside of a Walmart on 17 at one point.
I know where I'm going for lunch today if this is a thing.
Just throwing that out there.
I'm there. All right, coming up next, we're going to finish our Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. We got our top 2 choices. Here's Volbeat. Wait a minute, my girl. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Right, Chris? He goes, man, I forgot about Portillo's. It is incredible.
So, and you said that's a Chicago-based place, right?
Yeah.
My wife and kid were up in Illinois over in June, and they went up to Chicago. So my youngest is going to school for architecture, so they wanted to do like an architecture tour up in Chicago, check out all the buildings. They went to Portillo's and absolutely loved it.
Portillo's is incredible.
Then where did we go? When we went down to, I think it's when we went down to Orlando. There's one in Orlando because we passed.
Yeah, there's one in Tampa as well.
Okay.
Our buddy Brett says Mount Rushmore of fast food: Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Jimmy John's.
I like Jimmy John's, man. I do.
Jimmy John started murdering animals and throwing up pictures of himself doing it. I know it's been for a long time complaint, but I'm kind of over Jimmy John's. I fell in love with Jersey Mike's Big Kahuna sandwich, which is not going to make my Mount Rushmore, but one of my favorite sandwiches out there.
Sean, that's exactly what I ordered. The Beijing beef and sweet fire chicken. That's what it's called.
Crisco's Chick-fil-A Steak and Shake Firehouse, which I've been a long time.
Oh, dude, Firehouse.
But Cafe Rio, this is a spot that I've only seen in Vegas. I knew they were kind of a chain, but I didn't know how many locations they have. Cafe Rio has one of the best burritos I think I've ever had. And it's more of a chain place. They are just delicious.
All right, we've got about 45 seconds. Oh, I think I'm calling an audible. I just remembered a different place. Calling an audible, guys. Mixing up my top 2.
Ooh. Chris brought up Raising Cane's. I don't know if you've ever been to Raising Cane's.
They had them out in Lincoln when I was there. They were delicious.
Chris goes, I'm in Tampa right now. Dude, Portillo's opened up a location there for sure. Check it out.
All right, got about 25 seconds.
Cafe Rio, yeah. Vegas, L.A., Washington, Maryland, Colorado. Yeah, they're mostly West Coast. But good Lord, I love Cafe Rio.
All right, guys, be right back.
Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
We are putting together our Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants. Panda Express was 4 for me. Blimpie Subs, out of the blue, number 3 for me. Mm-hmm. I love that place. So good.
All right, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh, okay. Ooh, this is so difficult. All right, I'm going to go with this. It's the best. Okay, I actually wrote a note that said best hate myself meal. And just think about this. For all the food you get for like $20, and once again, I have it once a year because I know it murders me.
Sure.
KFC.
Okay.
KFC, you can get like 27 pounds of chicken, like 27 sides, and they're like every time there's like $20 flat, please, and I'm like, really? I feel like I should be paying more for all of this food. Yeah, I'm going to go KFC. Why not? Number 2 on my Mount Rushmore.
All right. That's a good choice, man. I've always been a fan of KFC. When there was a picnic we went to on 4th of July every year growing up, and somebody always brought like a big old bucket of KFC, and I always look forward to it every year. Number 2 on my list, I am calling an audible. I forgot about this place. Would go to this place when I was in Austin, Texas. This was years ago. I don't even know if it's still around. It's called Taco Cabana. And Taco Cabana, it was a fast food, Tex-Mex kind of place. Mm-hmm. Levels up from like Taco Bell, in my opinion. So you got good food. But what made it even better, you could buy beer at Taco Cabana. So fast food, Tex-Mex, plus an ice cold beer at the same time. Delicious.
It came up on my list. I just never been to one.
Yeah.
Where did you go to this place?
Austin, when it was in Austin. They had them all over Austin, outside of Austin, just around the area in Texas. But Taco Cabana back in the day, going to Austin in October, have to see if it's still there.
Yeah, you're going to have to and take pictures. I want to see this place if it's that great. There's so many great choices to put at number one for me. I mean, I could go Arby's because they have the best mozzarella sticks in the business. That was note I wrote here. I could go Five Guys. I wrote best fast food that makes you feel terrible. I could go In-N-Out Burger, just the animal-style fries. They're amazing. But you know what I'm going to pick. This one's too obvious. I'm going to go the place I've spent more money than any other place. I talked about it yesterday. Number one on the Mount Rushmore of fast food places, not McDonald's. I'm going Taco Bell, baby. I'm talking about their chili cheese burritos, which they don't even serve anymore.
Yeah.
That's how old school I am with Taco Bell. And then I don't know why. I love them, hate them. We have a love-hate relationship, not because of what it does to me and to my body and how many times I have to visit the toilet every time I go to Taco Bell. If anyone's ever tried the quesalupa, the quesalupa is like this gem. It's like the McRib, right?
Yeah.
They bring around once every 2 years, and it is delicious. It's a shell filled with cheese. You know, they heat it up so it gets all melty, and then they put all sorts of other stuff in it, and they charge you $3 for it. And it was just around a few months ago. I think I went to Taco Bell once every other day when this thing was around, and they stopped serving it, and I mandatory went on just a complete break from Taco Bell. We're broken up currently at the moment. I haven't been to Taco Bell in weeks because of this.
Damn.
I know.
Okay,
don't worry. I'll probably go today.
All right, so the Mount Rushmore of fast food restaurants, Marshall Taco Bell, number one. So I could go Five Guys you brought up. I love Five Guys. Fantastic. Raising Cane's is a chicken fingers place.
Ooh, incredible.
It's really, really good if you haven't checked it out. Chipotle was going to make my list, but I'm bumping them.
Their new queso dip's incredible.
I love Chipotle. I can eat any day of the week. Open one out off of Berwick, please. I will keep you open myself. But because I put Taco Cabana in, I didn't want another one, a restaurant like that. So I'm going to go with my favorite burger fast food choice. That is Whataburger.
Really?
I love Whataburger.
You can't even get it around here.
There is one on the way to Florida that we will hit up on the way down because it's there. Once again, I mean, most of the times it's when I've gone to Austin to visit family. They've got Whataburgers there. That is our go-to. We're coming home from the bars drunk, go-to. Yeah. We're sober and just hungry, go-to.
Their breakfast is really good, too.
I've never messed with the breakfast. Maybe I'll try it next time. I'm too busy eating the burgers because they're absolutely delicious.
I like that choice. It's kind of off the cuff. Kind of like Taco Cabana was.
Yep.
I like these choices because your fast food places aren't really places that you can get fast food at. They're more dreams because there's no place close that you can get your favorite food from.
That's true. I just live a sad, sad life. All right, there you go. Our Mount Rushmores of fast food restaurant. What are yours? You text them in 800-394-1061 or hit us up on the chat. Coming up next, we're going to say RIP to an all-time great wrestler who I think is incredibly underrated. If you look back at wrestlers from the 80s, he passed away earlier this week. We've got that next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Oh, my wife said Capriati's, which we ate twice on our trip.
Is that the sub place?
Yeah, so Capriati's is a sub place. It was originally started on the East Coast, and they went out West Coast, but there's nothing really close to us, at least the closest place is Kennesaw, Georgia, which we actually drove through and back from our trip to Tennessee. So we literally got 2 sandwiches on the way up and 1 gigantic sandwich on the way down and had it for dinner when we came home on Sunday.
So this is the place that does the Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yeah, they do the Bobby, which is, the Thanksgiving one.
I'm not a huge, necessarily fan of turkey or cranberries or whatever, but when we went out to Vegas for something, you're like, we got to go there. You got to get this. It was utterly delicious.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's fantastic. It's worth every single cent. So, all right. So my top 4, number 4 on my Mount Rushmore was Annie Ann's. I mentioned the jalapeno pretzel and lemonade. It's an all-time treat.
Yep.
Number 3, I chose Portillo's, mostly because of the chocolate cake shake. Once again, I don't know how they make money on that thing, but it's incredible. Number 2, I chose KFC because it's the best hate myself meal.
Sure.
I do it once a year. My wife and I are just like, the KFC day, and we have to take the rest of the day off because it's an S show at my house because we feel so terrible we have to lay down for 8 hours. So that's the best hate myself meal. And then number 1, Mount Rushmore for me, Taco Bell. Old school chili cheese burritos were my go-to
So good,
back in the
man.
day.
So
It's
good.
probably why my insides don't work anymore or work all the time, all at once. And then the quesalupa, all-time best fast food meal item, probably for me.
Mine was number 4, Panda Express. You're not going to get more food for your money anywhere. When
I'm kind of thinking about going to Panda Express for lunch.
Sounds
today.
really good,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Mhm.
Then I've got Blimpies, which I don't think there are any open. Somebody commented on the chat saying he didn't think there was any in the area. One of the best fast food subs I've ever had. Number 2, Taco Cabana. Once again, not in the area. My top 3, I can't even get. I just suck. I hate myself. Taco Cabana.
That's why you're so much skinnier than me, man.
Fast food, Tex-Mex place that I saw in Texas quite a bit. They're making the list because food's good, but they serve beer as well.
Right.
Fast food plus beer, awesome. And then number 1, Whataburger. Love that place, man. So good.
Yeah, Capriati's, now that I think about it. Oof. Yeah, got close to making the list, but Annie Ann's at number 4. I'm telling you. You're going through the airport, you're traveling, or if you're in the mall and you're with your wife, and you're hating your life, and she's going into Old Navy again with the kids or whatever, stop at Annie Ann's. Grab yourself a jalapeno pretzel and lemonade. Just sit there on a bench or something, or just up against the wall. Best moment of your life. It's incredible.
Sean, don't tempt us with a good time. He said, y'all come visit. We'll have Taco Bell for breakfast, Cane's for lunch, Portillo's for dinner.
Sounds pretty incredible.
Dude.
But also Minnesota, so we'll pass. Kirk says, I'm going to Whataburger this weekend before our show in Florida. Yeah, Kirk from Lilac. They actually stopped by and dropped us off some food from their food truck. Yesterday it was some like
pulled pork.
Yeah, smoked pulled pork. It was really, really delicious, man. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, legitly awesome. Myself, Mike, Tim, I can all confirm went back for seconds.
Oh, nice.
Tim, who's got a history as a chef before, doing the whole engineer thing, loved your sauce. I mean, he kept going back and just dumping it on his sandwich. And then when he just got some loose meat for a second, just went back and dumped it on that. It was, dude, great stuff. It was fantastic.
Brez going, Taco Bell has saved us all from death for like $3. I'm telling you, if Taco Bell doesn't bring back quesalupa, I may burn all of the closest Taco Bells down out of protest.
We're going to come right out of spots. So we got about a minute. Andrew said Blue Boy Sandwich. Where's that at? Sorry, moved.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Have you ever eaten there?
No,
Okay.
I just read the comment. I'm not familiar with it at all.
I like to be in the South in my house. We've been smoking all some horny meats. God damn.
Holly says, good morning, guys. Sorry I slept.
Don't apologize for sleeping.
I wish I had that issue. Some reason I haven't been able to sleep. I think it's because I was off for a week, but the last 2 nights I have not been able to sleep, man. Not at all. It's an old man problem. Sorry, guys. Wanda, I smell weed already this morning. Is it because you're smoking it? Not me.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Cotter and Marshall Show. So on Monday, we learned of the passing of WWE Hall of Famer Paul Orndorff. His son Travis shared the news with a post to Instagram. It is with great sadness that I announce the passing of my father, Paul Parlett Orndorff Jr. He's better known as Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. In my opinion, Paul Orndorff, one of the most underrated wrestlers to come out of the 80s.
So he actually headlined the very first ever WrestleMania in 1985. I didn't even know this. I didn't really get into wrestling until probably like a decade after this, but that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he teamed up with Roddy Piper, took on Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. Orndorff had to take the pin because back in the day, Piper refused to lose. Wouldn't do it, wouldn't take a pinfall, so Paul had to take the pinfall there. But, I mean, he had a great run. And I mean, he's probably best known for that time period in the WWE with WrestleMania 1, but I mean, he was in the NWA, multiple time champion. He was in WCW for a while, multiple time champion. And I mean, he was a good guy for a long time, but then he turned heel and he feuded with Hulk Hogan prior to WrestleMania 1, and I think even a little after. And I mean, they drew huge. They did this event called The Big Event in Toronto. It drew 75,000 people. 75,000. And he headlined that show with Hulk Hogan.
So speaking of Hulk Hogan, he actually tweeted out yesterday saying, "Love you and thank you for always making me fight for everything in our matches," which I feel is kind of a backhanded compliment. He goes, "Heaven just got even more wonderful. Love you for life, HH."
So thoughts out to the family of Paul Orndorff. Definitely a way underrated wrestler from the 80s. Hate to heard that news earlier this week. Coming up next, we're going to play some Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout. First, this is 0936. Here's Adrenaline, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, looking to play some Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout today. Going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to go check out Adelita's Way. They're playing Victory North this week. Let's see.
Next week, 23rd.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Coming up.
So next Friday, July 23rd, Adelita's Way is going to be in town.
Lilac, I believe, is opening up for him.
They are.
How do you feel about Henry's and Mel's Protocol for fast food? I'm not familiar with those.
Mel's Protocol, I am, actually.
Okay.
Wait, how do I remember that?
I
Yeah. So Mel's Protocol is a restaurant in Deer Creek. Henry's, I don't know if I ever been to or not.
Okay.
But that's my buddy Keith there from back home.
Okay.
Yeah. Mel's Protocol was, I don't know if I'd consider that fast food.
Would you consider, and Mac, there's still some of the pulled pork in the fridge in my office if you want some. Would you consider buffet fast food, or is that a different entry?
I think that's a different style of food, yeah.
There was a place in Lincoln. I can't remember the name.
It is very fast, though.
It is very fast. There's a place in Lincoln. I don't remember the name, but holy crap. I mean, it was just absurd amounts of food and options. And, I mean, most buffets, okay, it's just like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff was pretty good. I was really impressed. I wish I remember what it was called, though.
There was a spot when we were working in Peoria, Illinois. There was a Chinese food restaurant that was like 10 minutes away that we used to go to all the time.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. It was probably like Wall of China or whatever.
Rhett, I have heard nothing but good things about Parker's chicken sandwich. I have not had it, but I've heard it is fantastic.
I am so sketched out by gas station food, I can't do it.
Yeah, but Parker's, though, I mean, you get to a Parker's or like the End Market anymore. Those places are so nice. It's not your stereotypical gas station.
I know, but I can't do it. I can't go, oh, I'm going to go buy a meal of food inside this gas station. Everything that I've ever been taught says, don't do that. And I'm sure they're great, and I'm sure it's delicious, and I'm sure Parker's or End Market, if you have chicken sandwiches or sandwiches, come change my mind. Come in the studio and change my mind with your delicious, and I'm doing air quotes to piss you off, your delicious food. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I've heard nothing but good things about Parker's chicken sandwich.
But you never had it.
No, I've never
Exactly.
had it.
There you go. Prove us wrong.
In law enforcement, we know where to get fast food. That's a good call. Good point. All right, got about 25 seconds.
Is that why police chases last so long? It's because you're stopping by to get food, then you pick back up?
Guys, I'm really hungry right now. Parker's?
Yeah, how fast can I get through this Chick-fil-A? The suspect's only 2 blocks away.
All of a sudden, he's in Florida by the time you get through the Chick-fil-A line. All right, guys, be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Well, it is time to find out. Going to play some trivia brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl.
So here is the deal, our friends. You are going to win yourself some tickets to go check out Adelita's Way at Victory North next Friday, July 23rd, if you're the first person to call in right now and take on one of us. You don't have to beat us. you're probably going to lose to us.
Oh, they're definitely going to lose.
Or if you even tie, it doesn't really matter. We're still going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to go check out Adelita's Way. So call us up 1-800-394-1061.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. 800-394-1061. It is Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061. Ain't gonna lie, I almost said rotten little bastard. All right, here we go. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Josh.
Josh, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. How are you guys?
Doing good. All right, who would you like to take on in trivia today, Cotter or Marshall?
Actually, I ran out of time.
Huh. All right, we have another call.
Rock 1061, who's this?
Zach. My name is...
Zach?
Yeah.
All right, man, who do you want to take on in trivia today, Cotter or Marshall?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, who do you want to take on in trivia, myself, Cotter, or Marshall?
I'm having a really hard time hearing you.
Okay, sorry. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Mike.
Mike, who do you want to take on in trivia, Cotter or Marshall?
Marshall.
Perfect. All right, Marshall's going to get the headphones on. You know the drill, man. We have got 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. If there's an answer you don't know and want to come back to it, you can say pass, and if we have time, we'll revisit at the end. With that said, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. Question number 1 is multiple choice. What future president of the United States was commissioned into the Texas Air National Guard in May of 1968? Was it George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, or Ronald Reagan?
Bush.
That is correct. Black Hole Sun and Spoon Man were songs featured on what 1994 Soundgarden album?
Pass.
Last week, Nintendo announced an OLED model of what console?
Pass.
The line, "Hey ho, let's go," is featured in what song by the Ramones?
I really suck today.
What color is the nose of Looney Tune character Sylvester the Cat? Is it blue or red?
Thread.
That is correct. What NFL team plays its home games in Ford Field? Got about 5 seconds.
I have no clue.
All right. Bruce Springsteen's daughter, Jessica, was recently named to the U.S. Olympic team in what event? Archery, diving, or equestrian?
Diamond.
That is incorrect. All right, Marshall, you can take off the headphones. All right, Mike got 2 out of 7.
Okay.
All right, Mike, just hang tight. We're going to put Marshall through the test. You're going to score some tickets regardless, so don't go anywhere. Marshall, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time starts as soon as I finish question number 1. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right, first question is multiple choice. Here we go. What future president of the United States was commissioned into the Texas Air National Guard in May of 1968? Was it George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, or Ronald Reagan?
I'll go Ronald Reagan.
Incorrect. Black Hole Sun and Spoon Man were song featured on what 1994 Soundgarden album?
Super Unknown.
Correct. Last week, Nintendo announced an OLED model of what console?
Nintendo Switch.
That is correct. The line "Hey Ho, Let's Go" is featured in what song by the Ramones?
Blitzkrieg Bop.
That is correct.
Yeah.
What is the color of the nose of What is the color of the nose of Looney Tunes character Sylvester the Cat? Is it blue or red?
Oh. Blue?
Incorrect. What NFL team plays its home games in Ford Field?
That is the Detroit Lions.
That is correct. Last question, multiple choice. Bruce Springsteen's daughter, Jessica, was recently named to the U.S. Olympic team in what event? Archery, diving, or equestrian?
Equestrian.
That is correct. So did you got, 5 out of 7.
Yeah, I got 5, yeah.
5 out of 7. Mike, Marshall got you today, but no worries. You're still getting some tickets.
Well, that rocks, man. I had a feeling he was going to kick my butt, but I had to try.
Hey, Mike, how about this? Let's double up on the prize love. Let's hook you up with a pair of passes to go to the Savannah Bar Crawl, our great sponsor. Their tailgate bar crawl going down on September 4th. We're going to hook you up with a pair of passes so you can go crawling around Savannah.
That's badass.
All right, Mike, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call you after the show. We're going to get all your info. We're going to hook you up with everything. Other than that, thank you so much for calling in.
Hey, thank you, Marshall, and thank you, Connor. I appreciate you guys.
All right, thanks, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Bye.
See ya. All right, let's go over the correct answers. What future president of the United States was commissioned into the Texas Air National Guard in 1968?
Yeah,
George W. Bush.
I realized that after I said it.
Black Hole Sun and Spoon Man featured on the Super Unknown album. Nintendo announced an OLED model of the console Switch. I don't know what OLED is, but it's happening.
It's a fancy screen.
There you go. The line "Hey Ho, Let's Go" is featured in the song Blitzkrieg Bop. Sylvester the Cat has a red nose. Detroit Lions lose in Ford Field. And Bruce Springsteen's daughter Jessica is a member of the equestrian team for the U.S. Olympic team. We're back tomorrow. Another round of Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, we got to kill the audio stream so Cotter can edit that up. We'll be back in about 3 minutes.
Cotter and Marshall Show. It is time to play Are You Smarter Than a Community
Okay, back on the stream, guys. Thanks for hanging around while Cotter was editing up the audio you heard live on the stream. Mike, a great trivia guest. I mean, thanks for losing. I appreciate that. But, man, he was super appreciative of the extra throw-in prize. Just a great winner call there. So, once again, thanks to our friends over at the Savannah Bar Crawl. In case you want to get out, see the bars, have some drinks, we'll hook you up with some passes to tailgate, their tailgate bar crawl for the rest of this week, on top of all the goodness that we'll hook you up with on Adelita's Way. So,
A-Dub asking about a good family restaurant in Savannah. What would you recommend?
A good family restaurant?
Family restaurant.
With the Warehouse down on River Street.
Trying to think. What's that? Nothing really comes to mind when I think family restaurant.
When it comes to family restaurants in Savannah, hold on.
Liquid said, I still never got a call after trivia.
Maybe I missed you, man. Liquid message the Cotter and Marsh Show Facebook page. I'll take care of you, man. The Pirate House.
Okay, yeah, Pirate House is good.
Let's see. The 5 spot downtown, man. I mean,
oh, is that in 5 spots over by Habersham, right?
Right. Carrie Hilliard's never been there, but I heard everyone does. Yeah, Carrie Hilliard's is a great family restaurant. There you go. Tell them Carrie Hilliard, Spanky's, or the Pirate House.
5 spot?
Yeah.
We'll go with that. There we go.
Tony said Bell's.
Tomorrow. All right, so all right, that means we're down to the final hour of the show. Just waiting on Mac to show up for Chicks on Dudes.
Yeah, we'll do Chicks on Dudes in the 9 o'clock hour, and then we'll have a couple stories from Marshall's Music News. Today, we're going to be talking about Incubus. I switched that story out. I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
But we'll do Rise Against. They have a new graphic novel to go along with their new album. That's going to be released here in the next few weeks. We know who's going to be replacing Fieldy. Fieldy of Korn has chosen not to participate in the band's tour. So they have actually announced the replacement bassist, obviously just temporary, just for the tour. So we know who's going to be touring with Korn this summer. So I'll tell you who that's going to be. And then Incubus has a line of shows coming up and some stuff pretty close to us. So we're going to share that with you guys as well. So Rise Against, Korn, and Incubus stories coming up here in Marshall's Music News. Cracker Barrel, says Mac.
Okay. Did you, because you saw it was from Mac, did you hear the words Cracker Barrel in her accent?
I didn't this time.
I did.
I didn't.
Knowing it's from Mac.
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom.
All right, sure. All right, 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes to what?
Oh, I guess in this break, it's still this. I am. We've got plenty of time. Mac, though you're commenting on the stream, I hope you're en route for Chicks on Dudes. All right, Rhett, thank you for hanging out today, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. My leg is so swollen right now because of this damn tattoo, guys. It feels really effing weird. So swollen. Oh, so stupid looking. This is what my last one did, too. It just swelled up really, really bad. Dude, White Castle is always going to have a special place in my heart, Liquid. It's one of those things that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the reason I picked the top 3 that I picked is it's not like I can overdo them, and I remember them fondly. White Castle is like that for me. Being from Illinois, I mean, once you traveled anywhere, we didn't necessarily have them at the time in Central Illinois, so it was a big deal if you went up to Chicago or a place that had White Castle to go have White Castle. So yeah, I'll always have a special place in my heart for White Castle. Seriously, it looks like I am allergic to bee stings, and my leg took about 12 of them. I haven't seen any. There every now and then a White Castle food truck will roll through an event just out of nowhere, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. Where is the closest White Castle to us? Let's see. What do we get? So I went to 3, 4, 9. Yeah, so I put in 31419 at White Castle's website for their location search. No castles nearby. So yeah, there's nothing close. Let's see what the closest is. Orlando. Looks like Orlando's the closest White Castle. All of our dining rooms are closed. Due our part. Are they still closed? Seems a little excessive. That's funny. Yeah, Orlando. That's a bummer. All right, Matt. Good. Good to hear. Let's see, where is that? I'm sorry. Every time I see it, it is so effing ridiculous. Every time.
Grab your headphones there.
It's just an obscene. Oh shit! Where's the mic?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. Sorry, we're moving stuff around. I'm sure he's got it. Well, camera 3 was working yesterday. Oh, this is the fun of live radio. Like I said, it was working fine just yesterday. There it is. We'll roll like that for a second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Camera 3 was having a little bit of a hissy fit, but now it seems to be working. We didn't have. Are you okay? Stand up and do it. Right, but stand up and have it go up to the top. Not that high. Now jump on and push down. Sorry, guys. We're getting ready for Chicks on Dudes. I tried to help. That's teamwork right there. Okay. I have no idea what Cotter's doing, but I'm sure he's... it sounds like he was getting a meat stick out of the fridge. There's like cords hanging in his arm.
All right, guys. Just looking for a mic cord. Studio wasn't completely put back together after this weekend or last weekend. Here we go. Way too much cord for what we need. All right. Well, let's see if that works. How we got? What do we got? There we go. Try it again.
Check. Trying. Check.
All right, there we go.
Easy fix.
Now we're officially ready to do Chicks on Dudes.
Cotter, you missed it. I couldn't get the chair to move, so Marshall tried to kill me.
You deserved it.
Oh.
But also I was helping.
Oh, and to answer the question you had for Marshall when I said that restaurant, yes, I heard that too. Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging around this morning. Let's see. Tony says good morning. Jeremy says good morning, Mac.
All right, so let's see. Time-wise, we've got still got about 6 minutes.
Cool. All right, Chicks on Dudes coming up here in just a few moments. Then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's music news today. Tomorrow on the show, Cotter, what do we have?
Tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Sorry,
Yeah.
still confused with this week. I didn't do the show Monday, so that threw me off. We've got Quizzed in the Face. Hefe 2, the new music Beta Fish is in studio.
That's right.
We've got there's actually a couple options for songs. I don't remember what they are. We got some options for songs for him, so that'll be nice. And then various other stuff.
Mac, you're on a kick of drinking a gallon of water a day.
I'm on day 3.
Day 3 of drinking a gallon of water.
Mm-hmm.
You have a gallon jug. That's what you have.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, when you walk in every time.
Wanda says, "God bless. What a water bottle. Water bottle. The water vessel, really. I wouldn't even consider that a bottle at this point. You have a water bucket."
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I do have a question from Tony for hashtag Ask the 8Ball. Will I get a massage today? Tony wants to know. Let's figure it out. You may rely on it. There you go. Looks like you're getting one. Congratulations. That is ridiculous. And Wanda, you said
it's a very good investment. I feel great. I haven't drank one soda in the past 3 days.
Okay. And do you feel waterlogged? How many times a day are you peeing?
Oh,
20. A lot. Yeah. When you take a drink of water, are you taking like a regular drink of water, or are you like, oh, I have to drink a gallon of water? Okay, yeah. So you're waterlogged. You're like waterboarding yourself.
Sure. I feel fine.
Why do you keep saying that? Are you trying to like convince me?
No, you just
Are you trying to
sound like you're knocking my gallon.
Are you trying to convince yourself that you're fine? I don't understand.
We all know the true answer to that question. I feel.
Okay. All right. Well, on Chicks on Dudes today, we have obviously some humdingers, as they say. The first question has a visual aid, which I'm actually quite excited for. So I hope you're excited for this. Tony says she loves that water bottle. What is it? Just girls? Is it just chicks in general? They're like, oh, water
Tony,
bottle.
it comes in various colors too.
I just heard you like audibly grunt trying to lift that up.
No, that was it sliding.
I heard.
You did not.
Lift it up.
She really concentrated not to grunt.
She
really
closed
did.
her
I'm
mouth
so
the
sorry.
entire time.
I'm
so
so
she-
sorry.
Haters.
How much did a bottle like that cost you?
Let me look. I got it on Amazon.
All right, good point. I don't care.
Stop it. $14.99.
So you bought a $15 water jug.
Mm-hmm. It's a gallon water jug. And it has timestamps. Yes, I know. I'm behind.
Oh, okay, so on the side of the bottle, it says, what's the first time? I can't quite read it.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. It says good morning. So you're currently on good morning.
Uh-huh.
At 9 a.m. it says hydrate yourself. At 11 a.m. it says remember your goal. At 1 p.m. it says keep chugging, feeling awesome. Don't give up at 5 p.m. and almost finish at 7. So you have the entire day to drink that.
So here's my question, though. With a water bottle that big, if you have all day to drink it, by the end of it, it's just lukewarm grossness.
That's why it tells you to keep chugging it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this has you at 7, 8 o'clock at night. I mean, the water's gonna be gross.
Well, in my defense, I've finished it before 7, 9 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Past 2 days.
All right, just under 2 minutes. Are you gonna read the first one? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bunch of bullies we are this morning.
No, I'm asking.
No,
fair
we
question.
had honestly some really
I
great
had legit
questions.
questions.
We haven't seen you in a while, and then you come to our studio.
No,
with
I haven't seen you in a while.
Okay.
Cotter's been here.
Has he?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it a Cotter schedule or is it a Jake Thompson schedule? If
Oh,
it's
no.
Jake Thompson schedule, it's twice a week.
No, I actually show up.
Jake treats work like he's visiting his child that he's separated from.
Let's just say I didn't know Jake wasn't coming in until 10:30 yesterday morning.
Well, anyway, so this is the first time I've seen you in a while.
Got
And
1
then
minute.
you come with this like Gallagher Carrot Top prop, and you expect me not to bring it up?
I mean, you're kind of too focused on it. Let it go.
No, not weird at all. Can I see it real quick?
Mm-hmm.
If someone that you love or even work with or even, I don't know, walks into your life and they're carrying this, they got issues. No rational person.
This is not new news.
No rational person carries this around and goes, well, this is normal. This is an okay thing.
It has
There's
a
smaller water
handle,
bottles for you.
but I have to keep filling it up.
All right, guys, be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
We are answering your questions for Chicks on Dudes in just moments. Be sure to hop on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. If you want to listen to the show, do so many ways. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker, or check us out at rock1061.com. Mac is in studio. Good morning, Mac.
Good morning.
You okay over there?
Mm-hmm.
Mac is drinking from the largest water bottle in the history of man. It's a gallon water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Water comes in smaller sizes. And you just refill
But
the
then
same
I
bottle.
have to get up more.
You know what? I feel like no matter what, I'm going to lose this conversation. All right, let's get into it. How about this? Chicks on Dudes. It's been a while. We've been off.
Yes.
Now we're back with our first edition of Chicks on Dudes in quite some time. Question number one is really interesting, and if you're watching the stream, it's a great day to watch the stream because I have a visual prop here. So are you guys ready?
Ready, Mac? I'm ready. Bring it on.
Why are you crossing your
Go ahead.
arms? Mac is fiery this morning. All right, here we go. Hey, chicks. Why do I get very few matches on Tinder? And the ones I do get are people I'm not super attracted to. Take a look at my profile and be blunt with me. Is it my pics, my bio, or am I just too ugly to get a match? I'm genuinely curious what's happening. So if you're watching the stream, we're talking about this fella right here. His name is Kane. He is 23 years old, and he is a barista. Now, he has longer hair, kind of up in a man bun. No big deal. You know, Cotter and I sometimes rock that look.
Yeah.
But Mac, what would you say? What tips would you give him? Why is he not getting the matches he deserves?
Wait, now I'm pulling up his account. Hold on. Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. Look at the camera for your profile picture.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking down like he's already uninterested. He's already like, I don't care enough about meeting anybody, or I'm not even going to look forward at you for my profile picture. This is how a date's going to be with me. I'm going to be looking down at my phone the entire time.
Once again, here's the fella, Kane, 23.
No offense to Kane.
Also, he's a barista. You're 23 years old. What are you doing, man?
I mean, that's,
Going to school?
I don't know. I mean, why not be a barista at 23?
At this point, he should be graduated.
There's a brick wall in the background.
Why does that matter?
It's not a good picture.
Oh, no, okay. Well, I'll
whatsoever.
give you that. But I mean, to me, right away, it's like, look at the camera. I mean, I don't know. That to me is a big. He doesn't even care.
Mac, would you swipe right or left on this gentleman?
Is right yes.
I
left,
think yes.
no?
Right is yes. Left is no.
Left.
I love how you pretend like you didn't know.
What's that supposed to? I'm not on Tinder.
All right. So what advice do you have for Kane here? He's asking you. I mean, what can he do to upgrade his Tinder so he gets some better looking ladies?
Come across more interesting.
It's like a pipe. It's a pipe and a nice hat.
Pipe. No, like Cotter said, look at the camera because that's kind of like a. Can I say douchery? Douchery.
I hope so, because you just did.
That is the basic early 20-year-old stance that you're going for in this picture. Change your picture. There's nothing wrong with your job description. I don't know what BIMM is. Yeah. The very cool name, though. That brick wall, is that in your apartment or at a random place?
And that's what happens when you hang out with Max. She'll look at your pictures and be like, what's up with that brick wall in the back?
Well, you put a picture like that on Tinder, you're asking somebody to analyze it.
And you literally asked us to analyze it. So, yes.
Yes,
I think that's fair. I think it's more than fair.
It's tough. It's tough, man.
Just put a little effort into the photo.
Yeah.
I mean, just try.
Yeah, try to be sexier. I think a pipe, or just give yourself a scar. Just take a knife, cut yourself on the face, and give yourself an interesting scar so you have a starting point when it comes to conversations.
Don't take that advice. Cut yourself.
Just on the face.
Okay, no, please notice.
Fine,
That's fine.
fine. Get some Halloween makeup. Put yourself a nice scar. When they say, well, where's your scar at? I'd be like, I've got a story. And then just refuse to tell them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's always a secret.
That should be your bio. I have a story.
Yes.
There you go.
Right?
See, now I'm intrigued. I want to know more.
Yeah.
So look at the camera, make an interesting bio.
Yep.
Maybe not on Tinder.
Wear a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, we got 2 more questions from Mac for Chicks on Dudes. Those are coming up next. Here's the latest from Greta Van Fleet. This is Heat Above, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Tim Engineer says, best advice for Tinder users, uninstall Tinder.
There you go.
Or should they spend all the money and go Tinder Premium?
Neither.
There's Tinder Premium?
There's
What
Tinder
does that
Premium.
give
That's
you?
horrible.
Tinder Premium, I know this because I've done research. Tinder Premium allows you to talk to that person immediately or something like that. You get to see all their stuff.
I wouldn't want that. You got to swipe before I talk to you.
That's called creepy and impatient.
Hey, man.
Not very good attributes
It's
to
Tinder.
your personality.
It's Tinder. It's what you're kind of there for. Wanda says, I do the same thing, Mac. Analyze it all. What's up with that brick wall in the back?
I'm just saying.
Why is there a metal bracket and nothing hanging off it? Why isn't there a house plant?
Exactly.
What kind of plant would it be?
What story are you trying to tell? in
Where's
this
your
picture?
ficus? You have some aloe vera?
I do.
Jeremy says, does that much water make you go pee like every 20 minutes, though?
Yeah, it does.
That's why Matt gets nothing done at work all day.
What? No. When there was food coming in yesterday, nobody told me. Nobody. And the door was open.
To be honest,
I was in here.
Cotter told me at like 9 o'clock yesterday, and
I got here at 9:45.
I'm sorry. You know what?
Rude.
You missed the 9 o'clock announcement.
It's a failure. It's a failure on both of us. We'll both take the bullet for this one. We're sorry we didn't tell you that food came into the studio yesterday.
There's still some in my fridge.
But it's cold.
It is.
Yeah, it's still good, though.
No, we'll go put it on the sun for her. Obviously. We don't have a microwave here, so we'll just go put it in the
Set
sun for a
Set it
while.
in your car.
We have our refrigerators, but no microwave.
They got a microwave next door. We can use it.
That's
Tony,
true.
can we use your microwave? We're going to microwave fish. Is that okay? Then we're going to burn popcorn.
Max says no, or no. Tim says no. Tinder Premium allows you to swipe all day without limits. Like, that's it.
So you're telling us to uninstall Tinder, but you're on Tinder.
No, Tinder Premium essentially allows you to be horny all day, as opposed to a minimum amount of horniness per day.
I got about 2 minutes.
Nathan, why is that person tied up? Mac doesn't need a giant water bottle to do nothing at work. LOL. Oh.
Okay.
Tim Janier. Oh, rude, bro.
So how are the microphones going? And
What was it?
sorry,
Are you
I'm biting my tongue.
She's trying to trash talk. And
Oh.
No, I'm biting my tongue. I'm being the best.
Charles says, easy, Tim. Leave Mac alone. We're nice to Mac. Oh, Charles, do you have a poem about Mac and her water bottle?
Jesus.
I feel like Charles does have a little poem inside of him about the water bottle. So just get back to us.
Hey, take the microwave to the office? That's a lot of work, Tony.
She goes, yes, just take it to the office. Use it to heat that whatever you warm me up. Yeah. She gives you permission to go in and use anything at a perfect touch.
Compact microwave?
Compact microwave?
Travel.
Does that have a spring top?
What the hell?
Yeah, no, it's got like a spring top.
Okay. All right. You have about 35 seconds.
It goes back into the hole.
Don't break your water bottle. You just bought it. Your mom just bought that water bottle. She's so mad.
I did that.
So you handle purchases under $20 and she handles everything over?
I should not have said anything. I have got to stop setting myself up for failure.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
And Marshall, Rock 1061.
It is Chicks on Dudes. This is where you can ask a question of Mac from Bob 1069. You can keep yourself anonymous. Maybe it's a question you just don't have the nerve to ask somebody face to face. If you want to email in your question, feel free to do so. KMShow@rock1061.com. Mac, are you ready for question number 2?
See.
It's a good one. Question number 2 is a good one. Hello, chicks, especially Marshall and Mac.
Uh-oh.
Are you happy with what you were born with or what you have now? Or are you insecure? Is the insecurity similar to how guys are insecure about their junk size? She asking about boobs?
I think she's talking about boobs here. I think that was a subtle boob stab at me for having boobs. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Are you happy with what you got, Marshall?
You know, some people were born with it. Some people were born to grow boobs like me. So, you know what? I'm happy with the size of my boobs.
I'm happy with mine as well. I have none.
Were you ever insecure about it?
No.
It was never an issue?
No.
Okay. I don't is it I mean, I know for guys, it seems like it's a bigger issue for guys than it is for girls, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, I don't know.
Makes sense.
There's always you always hear about boob enlargements, which I'm sure is the technical term that I just used.
Boob job.
But yeah, the boob job.
Yeah.
But you never hear about guys getting, a junk job.
Do you want, and I don't care, this could be the most expertised doctor ever. He's been doing this surgery for decades. Do you want a doctor with a scalpel down by your junk cutting on it?
How much does he guarantee that it's going to...
I mean, there's always a chance it just falls off afterwards. It's surgery. You always
wait, it's gonna fall off?
You always sign a waiver before you go in, especially if you're getting elective surgery. You're gonna have to sign so many waivers.
Yeah.
So you got to, in the back of your mind, you got to be thinking, what happens if it gets infected? I mean, would you want a doctor down there scalpeling it up, knowing you can get a couple extra inches?
I mean, it depends. It depends on the person, I guess. But I mean, you're willing to sign the waiver. You obviously are willing to go that far. Me personally, fine with what I got.
I'm
38. Good. Well, you're not good, but trust me, I've talked to your wife. But I'm 38. Nothing's getting better on my body. Everything is falling apart at this point. So no, I'm fine. I'm definitely secure with what I have, especially when it comes to my boobs, my junk. I'm totally fine with both. But I'm glad, Mac, you are secure with your boobs as well. Now, was there anyone in your life who tried to make you feel insecure with your boobage?
No.
No?
Nope.
Yeah. And have you ever thought about getting a boob enlargement?
Thought about it. Don't want to.
No?
No.
Have you seen like horror stories and that's why you don't want to do it?
No. Just changed my mind.
So you did at one point?
I did at one point, but I don't anymore. No.
Okay.
First of all, it's a lot of money. Second of all, I just don't care that much.
You just need to find someone that will pay for it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
you need a sugar daddy.
No.
Sugar daddy.
Oh,
yes.
guys. All right. Mac needs a sugar daddy.
I am not this person. Why are you doing this?
So if Mac comes into work one day with a boob enlargement, we're going to know that she finally found the man of her dreams.
She found that sugar daddy.
Or the bank account of her dreams. All right, we got one more question for Chicks on Dudes this week. Let's jump into our final question. What's up, chicks? What are some good subtle hints that I can throw at my crush that she will pick up? Let's start off with just your booty is fly.
No.
No?
Marshall.
Cotter, what do you got?
In a situation like this, if you're trying to be subtle and she's not picking up on it, chances are she doesn't feel the same way about you. If she felt the same way about you, she would pick up on it instantly, I think. So you're screwed, man.
No,
but the thing is he trying? Though?
That's Cotter's downer side, right?
No,
there.
but it's. I mean, if you have a crush, I mean, if he's never tried to do anything, fine, keep it subtle, and if nothing doesn't go anywhere, you didn't make a complete ass of yourself. But I mean, a lot of times you get into this situation to where it's like, well, I've been really subtle for a really long period of time now, and I'm getting no response. She knows. She's not stupid. And chances are she doesn't feel the same way.
You're not answering the question, though. He's asking for some good subtle hints that he can throw at his crush that she will pick up.
Like examples of
Yeah,
things
throw some examples. Debbie Downer over. Jesus, man.
I'm just saying, chances are she knows, doesn't feel the same way. Don't waste your time. Move on.
Cotter, the king of relationships over here.
22 years? 22 years married. Kiss my ass.
One and only relationship. He's dated one person.
See, I honestly don't. Examples. I don't know. Don't be creepy.
Don't be creepy.
Don't use that sentence.
What about thoughts on taking a shower together?
That's subtle.
No, well,
that's not subtle.
No. Thoughts on getting wet together. And then if she
that's
says
not subtle either.
if she says anything, just be like, "Oh, I meant the beach."
Once again, she's not stupid. She knows what you meant.
And maybe she'll pick up on the hints at that point.
You're horrible.
No, I'm not. I'm actually hilarious.
There is
Your mom
no
tells
such
me all the
thing-
time.
Whatever. There is no such thing as subtle with you.
That's true. That may be the truest statement ever. All right, if you got a question for Mac with Chicks on Dudes, hit us up with the email kmshow@rock1061.com. Mac,
Fly.
thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Go drink your water. It's going to take you a while.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we got Marshall's music news getting ready to wrap up the show. It is Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Oh, Nathan knows a lot about getting a junk enlargement. He goes, they cut a ligament to let it hang lower, and then they take fat from elsewhere and make it girthier.
See, I don't like any of that.
I hope that's honestly true.
I'm good.
Then he goes, D-pics are subtle, right? Your mom actually said that crap is painful when it comes to boob enlargements.
Yeah, she had one. I wasn't going to say it, but okay. Thanks, Mom. Margaret.
There you go.
I just have no desire to do it.
Until you meet the guy with the right bank account.
I'm
Maybe
just saying, a friend of mine from back in the day.
Your mom?
No. That is my mom. A friend of mine from back in the day. She went and got married, and then he paid for her boob job.
Mm-hmm.
And
as all great men should.
She gained weight like that. I'm trying to maintain a good weight. I'm not trying to add it. Plus, it's just a lot of money for a very minor detail that only one person's going to see. So,
Well, I mean, if it's something you're self-conscious about, then it gets into a point of it's not necessarily about the person you're with. I mean, if it's something's going to make you feel better.
Here's another thing. I already have back issues. I don't need more.
Tony says that, Charles, I got you. Mac understands the worth of carrying a bottle with length and girth. She guzzles her HTO, which gives her bladder the woes.
No.
I don't know. Did that rhyme? Was that supposed to rhyme?
We need, no offense, Tony. I think Charles will remain.
Yeah, I think he'll remain our poet laureate. That was kind of terrible. Tony should remain to be on vacation.
A for effort, though.
My wife has talked about not a boob job for bigger boobs, but just, she goes, I'd like them back where they belong. So that was
like an adjustment.
Yes, raise the mast back up a little bit, I guess.
See, I get that.
Yeah, she's like, not size, just kind of where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
A lift. A lift.
Yes,
That's
yes,
not
a
an
lift.
adjustment. Yeah, I get that.
What story are you going with first?
I will go with. Go with Korn, Rise Against, then Incubus. We'll wrap it up. Nathan says a gravity reversal.
That is a perfect way to word it.
So never a boob job.
Mm-mm.
Would you get anything crazy like an eyebrow lift or Botox? I know a lot of people who get Botox and just live
So
by
this
it.
is kind of going back to the question of the insecurities things. I'm not insecure about that area, but I am insecure about some things. Probably,
Your feet.
there is no doing anything for those. Okay.
Then I'm gonna need you to wear closed-toe shoes for the rest of your time here.
No.
Sorry, go ahead. You not like my feet?
Hey, you do have a taco on your toe.
Yeah.
That's cool. I bet that hurt.
Actually wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I got tattooed for like 6 hours previous to that.
Oh, well, then
So
you
my
were
body
just
might
numb.
have been already done with getting tattooed. Just allowed me to get that with no issue.
I have thought about, honestly.
Notice that she didn't comment on if my feet were good or not.
Look, I know mine need to be done, but I can't do anything with the way they look naturally.
So wait. So what are you insecure about?
In the past year, I've gotten this extra crap that I don't want because it was so it's that was weird. Sorry. He's dropping on Cotter's screen. When I open a camera and it's on selfie mode, it's like a thumb. Like I look like a thumb.
Well, you just need to grow a beard or a mustache.
No.
Is it because every time you're in bed and the camera pops on you, it's just like, ugh, and you're always like this?
Yep.
Yeah, it's never a good look. Never judge yourself on that.
Yeah, no.
Anything else? No. Now I could go full Kim Kardashian and get like my hips chiseled off, but that's
Chiseled off? Is that what she did?
I think so.
Oh,
sounds
Was it her or Iggy Azalea or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? I can't remember. I can't keep up.
Would you get a butt lift?
No.
I wish Cotter would.
It's too late for my ass.
You know, butt lifts actually cost. I think a butt lift's like $5,000.
Yeah, I'm good.
They're quite
That's too
expensive.
much.
Yeah, I'm good.
Quite expensive. Should Cotter get a butt lift? Outlook, not so good. Not saying will he. Should Cotter get a butt lift? Most likely. Okay.
That's fair. All right, Tony, have a good day. Enjoy your breakfast. I got about 4.5 minutes.
Mac, what'd you do last night?
I took my medicine.
Okay. I didn't ask that. What'd you do last night, Mac?
I went to trivia. Oh. I have something.
All right.
Yeah, it was good.
You hosted some
Ooh,
trivia?
that was a really good. So the tiebreaker is it goes to the person that gets
Most
the most points in that round. We had two people that had the exact same point. They got 36 points and they had the same score. But a team that came in at the second round, they missed the entire first round.
Right.
Got all 40 points in the last round and
Right.
won second place, and it was amazing.
And they missed a round?
Yeah.
How
That
bad
is
was everybody in trivia?
It wasn't really bad. They just really had a good team.
Okay.
Obviously.
Interesting. Has there been a winning team other than the one with Mike, or is it pretty much them every week?
Pretty much them every week.
Charles just asked, how long does eye dilation last? I'm gonna Google it for you, Val.
Ooh, I would like to get LASIK.
Eye dilation from eye drops used for the examination of the eye usually lasts from 4 to 24 hours, Charles.
You should totally put in Marshall's fence right now.
No, he's got some of his guys doing it. He just showed up at my house this morning and dropped everything off. Yeah, it sounds like your eyes could be dilated the entire day. So I would recommend not driving the rest of the day.
Why would you get your eyes dilated? It's an honest question because I don't know.
When you have an eye exam, your mom emailed me. When you have an eye exam, sometimes your eyes have to be dilated so they could do certain tests to them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that.
We got about 2 minutes. Getting to story number one, Marshall's Music News.
Your mom emailed me and said, missed you while you were on vacay. Dude, next time she's in town, I'd love to take your mom out for dinner.
Okay.
You can come along, but you can't sit at the same table. She is the absolute nicest lady in the world.
She can be.
Are you on good terms with Mom and Margaret right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want you guys fighting, especially when I take her out to dinner. So,
Yeah, because it'd be awkward when we chose her.
yeah.
Mm.
Minute and a half.
Liquid says today can't end soon enough. It's 9:31.
Yeah.
You'll get through it.
Trying to figure out when I want to go to the Friends exhibit in Atlanta. I know I can't do it this month.
The Friends exhibit in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Are you going to go with someone at least?
Yeah.
Okay. I think going there by yourself is possibly the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Would you say it's sad if I go to the movies by myself?
No. I love going to the movies by
So
myself.
what's the difference? You're going by yourself regardless.
Traveling 3 hours to go like sit on the couch, those guys did.
So I'm
sad.
not trying to be an ass. I'm sorry, but it is the Friends exhibit. So going by yourself by default is pretty fucking sad. I'm so sorry, but it really is.
Bunch of jerks.
Just take. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Just take somebody, please. Just take somebody. I'll go with you.
She's gonna pay the homeless guy outside.
I am going.
Wanna come in here
in
with
other
me?
news, how long does Horror Nights last at Universal?
2 months, September and October.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Potter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Jumping into some Marshall's music news. This is story number one.
So Rise Against are doubling down their efforts in the comic book arena and just unveiled Rise Against presents Nowhere Generation. It's a graphic novel companion to their ninth studio album, which came out earlier this year. Now, this is going to be released through Z2 Comics, and this is just a glimpse into the lives of the abandoned, a collection of down-and-out individuals coming together for a revolution. These are the stories of the ones who fight back, states the latest press release in regards to the new Rise Against comic collection thing. Now, you can actually pre-order these comics right now at the Z2 Comics website, where you can order multiple deluxe editions, as well as soft covers, hardcover editions, exclusive vinyl variants of the album, and also they're all available for purchase. So you can go purchase them right now, pre-order them at z2comics.com.
All right, 2 more stories to go with Marshall's music news. Here's Rise Against. It's Savior, Rock 1061.
Oh, I said I'd do corn first, didn't I?
It's okay, I switched it up.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, man.
It's all good.
I just realized that the moment I said that. My bad. Next will be corn.
Perfect.
Then we'll take a short break. Then we'll come back and do Incubus. Apologize. Margaret says, love you both. The Friends bit was hilarious. Which one of us 3 do you think she loves? She said both, so there's 3 of us. Mac, thoughts?
I just assumed she meant us.
Right.
But I'm just saying.
Oh.
She does love Marshall.
Moms love the guy.
What's up, Mom?
Y'all are weird.
I'll buy her a seafood dinner, and I will email her again.
Okay. Just keep me out of it.
What are you talking about? Every time your mom emails me, I love to tell you.
It's weird.
I'll never tell you the contents.
It's weird. Yeah.
Are you sure you took your medicine today?
I did.
When's it gonna hit? When does it kick in?
It might have already hit, but I haven't taken. Mom, close your ears. I haven't taken it in 2 days because it's been sitting at Kroger for the past 2 days. I just haven't made my way over there. She got on to me the other day. You have to be consistent with that medication. Mm-hmm. First of all, it's only 10 milligrams.
Yep.
But it does do a lot.
Sounds like a lot of grams.
Not really.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a good amount of grams. I don't take any pills. Yep.
My son does. It makes a difference.
It did, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Monday I was very hyper.
I probably should.
Both Cotter and Marshall, she said. Now she's just kissing ass.
You know what? Works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're limping. Let me see your leg.
Oh, he went, okay. So that's the normal leg. That's the swollen leg.
Yeah, that looks bad. Looks painful.
It's a little sore.
How long was your session yesterday when you got tattooed?
2.5 hours.
That's it? And your leg's that swollen?
Yeah. Every time I've gotten my leg tattoo, both of them have swole up. They just.
Side note, I like the way he says both.
Both?
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 Both.
Both.
I don't know.
Throw an L in there, I guess.
There's no L in there. Both.
Both.
Wow.
There's still an L in there. Colin.
I think
Grammar Nazi over
I was
here.
gonna say
Really-
it's really ballsy.
As many times as y'all make fun of me in my accent, give me this one.
Fine, I'll blame it on my northern accent.
Both.
Both.
Do I say both? Do I say both or do I say both? I've never noticed.
Warsh. I'm gonna warsh.
No.
My mom does say warsh.
Warsh. Yeah.
She go, oh, there's a Washington is right around the corner from the house.
Washington?
Washington.
So, oh yeah, Washington. Yeah.
Say Colorado.
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 Colorado is
No.
how you say it.
Nuh-uh, I say Colorado. Somebody on the show the other day said Colorado.
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 Is that how you say it? Colorado.
So, see, there is no L in both. Exactly.
I never said there was.
Both.
Both.
I just throw it in there. Sorry. There are people who pronounce Illinois with the S. So, I mean, I think there's bigger problems here.
Yeah, Illinois.
Illinois?
It's not Illinois.
It's singular.
Illinois.
Yeah, it's just the one.
Just the one
I
Illinois.
knew that.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
All right, guys, we're going to be right back.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
Let's get to it. Story number 2, Marshall's music news.
Now, back a few weeks ago, Fieldy from Korn, the bassist, said, "The past 6 years I've been dealing with some personal issues that at times have caused me to fall back on some of my bad habits and has caused some tension with the people around me. It's been suggested to me to take some time off to heal. I'm going to respect what those have asked of me and take that time. Unfortunately, I will not be on the stage with my band this year." So Fieldy of Korn has taken some time off. Now, that was a few weeks ago, and just yesterday, it was announced that Roberto Ra Diaz from, so what band is he from? A good one. Suicidal Tendencies. There it is. He is going to be filling in for Korn for their summer slate of shows. Korn and Stained, obviously, doing a bunch of shows together this year. Now, Fieldy says, "We appreciate the kind words of support in response to the recent tour update with Roberto Ra Diaz jumping in." He goes, "Can't wait to see those guys on stage and to get healed and come back to the band." So there you go. Fieldy taking some time off from Korn. Roberto Ra Diaz from Suicidal Tendencies will be filling in. The guys are practicing right now with Ra in the band, and they're going to be, once again, on stage this summer with Stained.
All right, one more story to go, and then we'll wrap up the show. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Sorry, last second I decided to read that story backwards because I thought, you know what? I actually never talked about Fieldy taking time off, so I thought I'm going to start with that. And
Right.
I read it backwards, and it was screwed up. Just a little bit.
It happens.
Can we please make a section of the show where the Horde can ask Mac say certain words?
We've got something we're going to work on with that. We've talked about, like the Book of Mac or whatever.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Talking to the mic.
Why is the word hypnotist under Mac words? Is that hypnotist?
I didn't write that. Cotter did.
No, I don't remember. It has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Unless you want to be hypnotized, then we're down.
Oh, why not?
Nope.
Are you afraid of hypnosis?
Nope.
Do you believe that you could be hypnotized?
Nah.
Okay.
It's neither yes or no.
I want you to use your big girl radio words. Meh and nah are not
Nah.
words. Explain. Why are you
I say meh and nah on the radio.
Good radio. Why don't you think you can be hypnotized?
I didn't say I couldn't. I just said I didn't want to.
Are you afraid of what you do or
I
say?
said no.
What she would reveal about herself?
Oh.
Ooh, that's interesting. No, I'm not afraid. Let's do it.
Oh.
So suddenly, sorry. I haven't put Mac back on camera. Apologize. So you think, so now you're totally for it. Because you're so unafraid of what would be revealed about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
Have you ever gone on a cruise before?
Yes.
So have you ever have they ever done like the hypnotist magic show type thing on the cruise?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
What kind of cruise did you go on?
Carnival. And Royal Caribbean.
Were they like theme cruises or were they
Nope.
just like regular go to this fancy island, come
Go
home?
to this fancy island, come home.
Okay.
Lots of drinking?
No, I was a kid, thank you.
But I mean, you're from Alabama, so I can imagine that you probably drank quite a bit.
No. I had my first drink when I was 16.
7?
No, I was going to say 17.
Okay. What was your first drink?
16. Beer. And it was not Bud Light. It was not PBR. I think it was Miller Lite. I didn't like it.
I love Miller Lite, especially if they're a sponsor of this show. Please become one, is what I'm trying to say.
Who are you pointing at?
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of all right.
Please get Miller Lite to sponsor our show. All right. What's your favorite go-to drink now?
Now, I like a good sour-ish.
That's a beer. But it's a beer.
Not really.
So you don't
I mean, it is, but it's not.
do you not drink hard liquor?
No. I've had some very bad experiences with those to the point of throwing up. So now I don't do it anymore.
So you don't drink hard liquor at all?
No.
Do you do wine or
Yes.
Okay, champagne, anything like that?
Yes. Oh, I love a mimosa.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah. It's good. But I very occasionally drink.
Like how many times a week do you drink? I probably drink 3 to 4 days a week. Is that too much?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's too much. It's too much for me because that's not how much I drink. I may drink maybe 1 or 2 a month.
Oh, comment from the stream. Matt, can you say crayon?
Crayon.
Crayon?
It's Crayola crayon.
Crayon?
There's an O in there. Crayon.
I think I've only known them
Crayon.
as crayons. Crayon? Can I see the crayon, please? Crayon.
Crayon.
There you go. And also say caramel or caramel.
Caramel.
What?
Caramel.
Okay. That's good.
Love you.
Say it one more time. Caramel?
What? Now you got me second guessing what I'm about to say. Caramel.
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 Mm.
Crab apples. Caramel and crab apples.
Liquid goes, yes. Awesome stuff. All right, guys, we're obviously a little punch drunk into the show. One last break. Coming up here in just a few moments. We'll talk about Incubus. They got a short run of 2021 U.S. shows. Going to talk about those. Got 3 shows that are honestly really coming up soon and are in very close driving range of our fair city. And that'll be the show for today. We'll be back tomorrow with Quiz in the Face. Cotter will be taking a task. I'll write that quiz today. And then Hefe, the new music beta fish, who is looking great.
Yeah, he is.
With his 2 snail friends, Wayne and Girth.
I will say one of the songs for Hefe will be a song called How High from the Record Company. A really good song.
The band is called The Record Company?
Yeah, they've been around for a little bit. Good song, though.
Not super familiar with them.
I would say they probably fall, I mean, if you had to fall more maybe an altier kind of guitar band than a typical rock band, but it's good stuff.
All right. Very small cup of water.
That's all we had with the water thing, so I know. I was like, it's so tiny.
Name is sex tape. It's too easy. That one's too easy.
That's why I got the surgery.
Had the ligament cut.
Didn't need it.
And fat jammed into.
All the fat. Yeah. Just take all the fat. How do you think I lost all that weight last year? I wasn't on a diet. It all went to my junk.
Woof.
Eh.
All right, we got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. And then one more story. Wrap up the show. Google if you want to see some lumpy dicks. I'm good. Hard
Don't
pass.
like that word.
Lumpy?
Yeah. I don't like it.
How do you have a normal conversation
I
with people?
don't know. Don't have a conversation at all.
All right, Liquid, you have a great one, man. All right, one last time, we're going to do one more story of Marshall's music news, and then in about 90 seconds, then the day will be wrapped. We'll see you guys back tomorrow, 6 a.m. More chances to win Adelita's Way tickets. We don't have a guest lined up yet for Beer for Breakfast this week, but my goal today is to get that confirmed, get someone lined up to join us.
Cool.
I had Vince from Habersham Beverage text me yesterday. They always seem to be out of, one of my favorite beers is just Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. They always seem to be out of it. It's very popular. And he just randomly texts me. He goes, I have a case for you. He goes, come get it whenever you want.
Nice.
That's definitely my pool beer, Sam Adams Cherry Wheat.
I was just telling someone the other day, I should probably visit the pool in our apartment complex. There's so many people, though.
Tim goes, oh boy, that's exactly what I want to see today. Lumpy dicks. I'll come in for beer for breakfast, although I don't really drink, so it'll probably not go so well. Yeah, I'm not going to offer that invite to you, Liquid there. But thanks for hanging around today.
All right, guys, be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Big thank you for everybody hanging out today on the air and on the stream. Before we officially wrap things up one more time, Marshall's music news.
So Incubus has announced a short run of 2021 U.S. shows. There's probably like 15-ish in total, but 3 of them are rather close to us. August 31st, actually the first show of this run of dates, they'll be playing in St. Augustine, Florida at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. Then on September 1st, they'll be at North Myrtle Beach, the House of Blues there. And then on the 2nd, they'll be at the Ritz in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, these shows are on sale right now. You can go to incubushq.com. But Incubus is a fantastic band to see live. They do incredible stuff. So if you want to go see them, 3 shows within driving distance, 3 to 4-ish hours, where you can see Incubus multiple times here in the next month and a half.
All right, coming up tomorrow on the show, we'll be joined by Hefe 2, the new music Beta Fish. I know one of the songs he can pick from tomorrow. That's new stuff from the record company, song called How High. We'll get the second song selected here in a bit. And then tomorrow, 9 o'clock hour, I will get quizzed in the face.
It'll be a fun show tomorrow. So make sure you guys are hanging out with us, 6 a.m. Yes, we get up that early on purpose.
All right, Cotter and Marshall back tomorrow. Don't forget, get the stream for the show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. See you then. Rock 1061.
All right, guys, what a day it's been. Mac, good luck drinking the rest of your water.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cotter, you have a good rest of your day. What do you got on tap today? What are you doing?
Getting the oil changed in my car.
Oh.
Going home. I have not napped over the past 2 days.
Sick brag.
I know, so I'm definitely napping. And then I have bingo tonight. If you're downtown, I'll be at New Realm starting at 7.
New Realm. And it's down the bar downstairs? You gotta be down
yeah,
there?
we're actually downstairs. We're no longer upstairs, so just the main bar downstairs. Can't miss us. You can come in. The door by the restaurant, or they got the door right into the bar. It's right in there.
Yeah, and if you go to New Realm, order the mac and cheese.
So
and then they have
effing good
Asian loaded fries. If you love yourself and also know that you're going to eat like 2,000 calories in one meal, that's the meal you get. It's so effing good. All right, guys, you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.